Dude, we're
Hello
basically...
everyone, welcome back to another episode of Mr. Tides of Darkness. I am your DM, Noah, and we are currently in the middle of a Eldritch Hellscape. The party recently jumped into a mysterious rune circle that they found a key for. Last session fought a bunch of monsters that were manifestations of different party members' fears in a strange hedge maze, and discovered that at its core is this powerful vampire who wields a strange white sword and has challenged them to a game for their freedom. We're going to go ahead and continue from that point. So,
Intro.
go ahead and roll intro. I think we should avoid your opinions.
Oh gosh.
Alright. Go ahead, everyone. You are currently standing in a group out front of the mansion.
Okay,
Let's go get him.
so...
I'm a little bit tipsy. What are we doing again?
Oh, Lord.
Finding the skulls to destroy.
Right.
You don't know what he's talking about.
I totally remember what we're talking about now. I
I'd
totally
also
do.
recommend potentially checking your map.
We have a map?
Do we?
You have a map.
You have a map!
Right. I'm not going to yet.
You're the one who has the world map.
Hey, it doesn't matter that. Maybe it'll show us something.
I mean, it
Oh,
is a
I
world
guess
map
it is a
that has-
world map, but it just has the extra thing on it. Unless someone tells me to pull it out. I ain't pulling it
Also, we have new music this time.
out. Ooh, my ambient.
Not sure if it's
Ambiance.
really picking up, but we'll see. So,
It's a test.
Did you not have
yes.
something that said mansion on it?
It's a test.
Wasn't that one of the points?
Yeah.
I don't think it translates over. I think won't we?
The answer is yes.
Don't you...
I don't know that. I
No,
just
it's
don't.
not a hint.
Hey, didn't you have a map that had some
I
special
did
things?
have a map, mate.
Can we take a look at it?
Yeah, mate. I just pull out the map. I don't pull out the emerald. Again, I don't think about it.
Well,
Did you pull out the map and open it up and look?
I don't look through the thing, but I had it's just a map with
It
it.
just looks like a blank piece of paper if you hand it out.
you didn't...
I'm so drunk I
didn't-
forgot that there's a magic part to this. Alright, hold on, I've got to figure it. Here's the thing.
Wait 1 minute. I have-
Marcella, may I?
I have your most recent gem.
Oh, do you?
yep.
I seem to have been robbed.
Oh,
The,
what a
the
shock.
pirate's been robbed.
Well,
I thought you were supposed to do the robbing.
I am.
You know, we've been together for what, a month? 2?
About 2 months.
Yeah, roughly.
I don't think I've ever seen you successfully steal anything.
That's because I always steal things when you're not looking, man. Single tear rolls down my cheek as I'm pissed, and then you said that to me. Good pirate.
I mean, you do have people coming to kill you.
Yeah.
It means you made somebody mad enough to dislike you.
I at least am doing something right.
I don't know if getting someone angry at you is
Let's
Can I-
silver
can I-
lining here.
You don't know I had it.
I at least have a little bit of a bounty, I think. What does the map
Yes,
say?
we were
What are we doing?
wondering, a couple sessions ago, she pickpocketed the emerald.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
For reference, Rex, Kyra's eyes currently.
yellow.
And maybe other things.
Fire red.
Thank you.
So, alright, well, I have this piece of paper that we can't do much with. Anyone have an emerald, by chance? I don't know if it has to be a specific one.
I mean, I have one of the gems for Revivify.
That's diamond though.
Yeah.
I-
Fight specific
We haven't
ones.
tried it yet.
Marcella, have you...
Doesn't work.
Alright.
Hey, hey, hey. Give it back right now.
If by,
Carol, give me my gun back.
Okay, well, I currently.
if by chance you did take it,
Also,
Can we use
sneak
it?
peek there for your Twitch followers.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Boom.
You had it the whole time. No, who could have guessed that coming?
Check out SGS Fluid on Twitch. So winning on the Wi-Fi. Underscore to spaces.
I pull out the little thing and look at the map. I pull out the thing and look at the map.
He has the answer.
What do I see, mate?
Take a look. You see the following locations. You see Mistwatch still says close to the Heart of Royalty. Dawn's Rest still says Guardians of Graves. You have the one from Lycanmore. You have the one that you had before. Southgate says Silverwing. Coven Mountains just says Coven. The location Bog of Silence has 2 of the pieces there, and they're both titled under Corpse Queen. And then there is one labeled as Mountains of Mist, or in the Mountains of Mist, and it just says Mansion.
Well, this shows me absolutely nothing. What is this? What did you want the map?
So
No!
What does the map do?
There's also one in the Nightmare Waste that says Dishonored too.
Are we...
Look to your right.
I look to the right and see the big old mansion.
Should we just start walking?
Nah.
What am I looking at, mate? What am I looking at?
Now, would it be...
No.
Would it... So far,
You think that attack
have you...
Calvin? I want to be more
Understand.
Has any of the things we found... Look, it's the one thing we found. Has it been in a normal place?
No, I don't see hedge maze on here, mate.
Mansion.
I do see that. Oh! I turn around and immediately start heading towards the mansion.
Calvin, no!
You won't get in there yet.
As you're doing this, you guys hear a very loud and deep hoot.
Aurora just collapses.
As she collapses, you hear from up above. Well, actually,
No,
you
we
don't hear it all because it's an owl.
Yeah.
You more feel on your back these 2 large talons grab you and begin picking you
Oh,
up
heck
as a giant owl that is like a 6-foot tall owl grabs Aurora and starts flying up with her.
She fainted.
She's just out cold.
I'm just gonna like lean over to Cairo. You've got that one, right? I don't have to get up off the ground yet.
Well,
I'm
Is
No,
it just like
no,
it
I
starts
don't.
like flying you over, like
So,
towards the
don't
mansion's
have
roof,
nets.
like it's gonna perch up there.
I will follow after the fetching owl. None of you ranged people are useful in any way.
Hey.
I don't have a net anymore. I
You
used them
can
all.
just-
There's also stuff
We'll
in
deal with
the
the consequences
sky.
later.
I do have a...
Tap ducks in the sky.
Ooh, that's tempting.
you have a...
I do have a gun, but I'm too glued to my map to care.
In the sky.
Can we get
I
more of a
would've given her the
description
gem back.
Of this giant owl.
of the owl?
So it's legitimately like take a barn owl and scale it up to be 6 feet tall.
Oh, that's
That is
it.
big.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
it.
It is a gigantic 6-foot owl.
I'm gonna go full bird mode. Fly up to this thing, try to challenge it for its prey.
The bird like lands and perches on top of the mansion, like part of this roof.
I'm out.
She's just like flopping as it's sitting there, and as it like goes to like start like picking at you, Yoshiko gets up to it. The owl is looking at you like.
Can I at least roll intimidate?
I was gonna say, yeah, you're just trying to scare it.
You go ahead, roll intimidation.
What?
As it's like its head is like almost like backwards and like tilted towards you.
What kind of bird are you?
Like crow, raven, and black.
Racist? No, that's not
She's a hood bird.
I am some form of black bird.
Okay.
Whoa.
Like a raven.
That is a
It's a good song.
10. Nope, 12. Trying to not use my spell slots here.
The owl like lifts its wings up and
Is it
Does
a
it seem
dog?
intimidated, or does it seem like
it's hooting back and making itself bigger. It's
I-
like she's standing its ground.
I see this happening. Try to seduce it.
I've already been told I'm an eldritch abomination. I don't need to be a monster fricker as well.
Hey, if one thing doesn't work out, try another thing.
They all like readjust and you see like from the ground for a moment, you see like Aurora's lip body get like lifted and just like placed back down, so it's just it's like the top of the roof.
I'm gonna take out my sparkly wand.
Okay. He's just putting sparkles in the air. The
It's
owl
like-
is just like
Get its attention.
it like turns and is kind of like looking at it. Its eyes like widen a little bit. The pupils do. You throw the stick.
Yes. Throw the stick away.
The owl just kind of watches it move, and then like hit the ground,
Dang it!
and then like looks back at you and just goes, "Oh."
I take out my spear. Gosh dang it.
Aurora,
Please
can
wake up.
can I like
You gonna wake up?
can I roll to wake up? Yeah. How would that
Sure.
roll?
Yeah.
So anything like above a 10.
Yeah. We'll say it's a wisdom saving throw, or something.
Gosh.
9. What am I adding?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
It's a
Oh,
wisdom
wisdom.
saving throw. Treat it like that.
11.
Okay. We'll say you wake up and you realize that you're currently being held against the roof of this mansion by this giant 6-foot-tall owl.
Yoshiko was making bird noises at it.
Can I like? Am I on my stomach?
Yeah.
So I can't even attack, right?
Well, you can. You're just laying flat. So like your arms are still free.
I'll do a strength check. -1 to strength. I'm trying to like, you know, wiggle out of this. Oh, it's a 9. Yeah.
You're like trying to, and it just kind of like leans on you. The one foot, you're like,
Alright, mates, you doing good up there?
What?
Both of you? Do you think they got this?
Give me a minute.
Do we think they've got?
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
It's a no.
the owl's gonna turn and try and pet you.
Yay.
Estella, can you?
That is
Shoot
a
the owl.
19 to hit.
It's gonna hit.
Does it?
You're gonna take
Why?
6 points of piercing damage as it like bites you and tries to like tear at
Because
you.
it's killing Aurora.
You don't hear her screams.
It like bites your shoulder.
Penny in the jar.
I don't hear
Alright,
any screams
Fine.
of
If I have to
You didn't
retaliate against
see
this
him.
thing, I will.
owls.
At least if it dies, I get souls out of it. Alright. Yeah.
Is that for me?
It's
We're
a
gonna
big old
stab
owl.
with the spear.
You're not gonna shoot it?
No.
What?
It hasn't attacked me.
14.
14.
It just picked up
That will
Aurora.
hit.
Why do I need to shoot it?
Shoot it!
Stop! Go away!
Back
How much
focus.
damage?
Okay, hold on. Does anybody know off the top of their head what spear damage is?
D8 or D10 if you're dual wield, if you're double handing.
It's
They're versatile.
It's
uh,
D6 or
D6,
D8.
Right. D6, D8.
Yeah.
That's a long sword, right?
A D10 or
You know what?
Yeah, it's a long sword.
Just go with
D8.
D6 for now. 6 whole fetching damage. No, that's a 2.
Even worse.
2 whole damage.
that you stab the owl with the 2 damage. Kind of just not super deep, but you stab into the chest area. The owl hoots out in frustration and will actually let go of Aurora and fly up and away.
Fly up and away.
Yeah, it flies up and starts flying away.
Oh, you can carry me back down. Okay, good.
No, I can't.
No, I was gonna say she cannot. We have been
I-
through this.
So okay, so I'm looking at you.
Clutching under the roof.
So,
I need tea later, and she's just shaking.
I need sake later. I ain't gonna get that.
Don't we all, mate? Don't we all?
So
Yoshiko, how tall is this mansion?
yeah.
You guys are like
Any
Probably 40 feet off the ground.
We're what? I can't
like
hear.
40 feet off the ground.
I
you
can
know?
accept that.
Okay.
I probably will.
Aurora. Just kidding.
Throws herself off the roof.
Well, Aurora has a.
If we grab Estella, we could.
She definitely has a. She's got robe, but I don't know how many feet that comes normally.
Allura yells out, I have Featherfall.
Aurora yells that?
Allura.
Allura?
Yeah. She has the spell Featherfall. She
I
can
do
cast.
too, it's just not prepared.
I mean, I have a robe. Does
Or you could
we might not want Allura to use spells.
We'll need all the spells we can
I
use.
would say use spells. Why not?
Okay. Hellscape.
We're gonna
She'll
escape.
cast Featherfall on you.
us? Oh, just me. Yeah.
I was waiting.
That's right. Thank you, Alora. Gives a little hug there.
I'm
I'm
done.
gonna jump off the roof and fall down.
Okay, has anybody seen a skull?
I say we get crack-a-lackin' on this soon.
You did.
Who's-
Saw a skull. Where was the skull? She just got like apple pie. She's like, I'm ready.
Alright.
All right,
Lead the way.
lead the way. Let's go.
Who got it?
Alright, so there are a couple of entrance options that you guys can pick from to go through. There is. So you have either south entrance 1, or I guess you have left entrance 1, left entrance 2, right entrance 1, right entrance 2. That you guys can pick from to go through.
Do you remember?
And it's just how early you go into the maze on the path.
Is the mansion like gated off, or can I like walk up to the door?
You could walk up to the porch.
I walk up to the door while they're making this decision, and I just knock on the door
Oh my gosh.
with the map in hand.
Calvin!
The vampire. The thing that literally impales
Nothing
someone.
happens.
Well, I look for a window.
You step directly to the right and like look in the little window that's there. You can see that it looks like a kind of like the little rooms that you'd have guests
Whatever
gather
happens
in
next
before
is
you
my
like
fault.
bring them in. There are animal heads on the walls. There's a little fireplace off to the right. There's this table that has a couple chairs around it. You can see some of the nicer chairs that are kind of angled around the fire so that you can sit there around the fire with the guests. There also seems to be like a dresser or like a wardrobe off to the right side and then a spot for like coat rack. But there isn't any light coming from inside of the room.
So, Aurora looks at you.
And it currently looks like all lights in the manor are off.
Hey man, let's not go in there.
I'm picking a window. Put my thing.
We
get
need to go
I
and do
think-
other things first before we can get
I
in.
never said to go straight to
X
it.
or circle. X or circle.
What?
X or circle. Just say one.
X.
You're lucky.
What?
Fine. I don't even like say it to anyone. I just like say it through the window. I'm coming back for you, and I turn around.
Okay.
Well, Marcella, lead the way.
Does Marcella remember?
I was gonna say, do I remember how to get there?
I think Aurora.
Make a history check.
17.
You know that it was on the southwestern side of the maze, but you're not sure the exact
Southwest.
path to get back. You just know that it was in the southwestish corner.
So we go this way, and I just like head in the obviously opposite wrong direction.
Not that way.
I just go to like the next entrance over.
Is it
No.
Southwest.
Southwest, so that'd be right.
Aurora.
Are
It'd
the
be
higher
left
numbers
one.
north or are they south?
So, left 1 is the bottom left entrance.
So
Left
southeast.
2 is the highest left.
So
Or
it'd be
highest,
right
sorry.
one.
Left side is west on the direction I have my map.
Right.
So it'd be
Yeah.
it's
I
west
got
entrance
east, west
1,
messed up in my head.
west entrance 2, east entrance 1, east entrance 2. And 2 is higher up.
Okay.
Or
Well,
further up.
let's go.
So southwest, you go left one.
Left one.
I'm not that
Let's
So we head that way, left one.
let's go.
Okay. Is the entire party going together as one group?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
No.
Calvin. This way.
Yes, mate. Good.
This way.
All right.
Okay, and I go to like the
First
one to the
decision.
right where you.
Nah. To the left.
Fine.
First decision you guys have when you step in. The moment you step in,
Ah.
you have the option of either turning south, going straight, or turning north.
South.
Probably south.
South or
Okay.
straight? One or two. We just need to go southwest.
I don't know.
South.
Okay, you guys turn south. Now you have either you have the option of either continue straight and take a left around the corner, or you can, which would take you east, or you can turn west.
West.
Okay. Now you have the option of either continuing straight, which will then turn up north, or you can turn south, which then turns west.
That way.
Yep. South, west.
You have two options. You can either take north exit 1 or north option 2.
Before we go any farther, I'd like to cast mass entropy. Everybody roll 2d20s and keep them for later.
I love this one.
Every time.
What do you have?
A 1 and a 12.
Where's my pirate's
I
dice?
I got a 2
You
and a
rolled
9.
2?
Yep. Roll 2 and then mark them down.
Got a
I
9.
rolled 2 natural 20s.
I watched you do that.
No, you didn't.
I got
8.
natural 20.
Do you have a...
How?
I got 2
20 and a
8s.
9.
How do you roll so well? This is a bunch of...
That's
19
lame.
and 11s.
Got a 14 and a 9.
You got 2.
I got 2 8s. Try me. You got a 20?
I got a 20.
Oh, come on.
You're welcome.
I should have rolled my pirate's dice.
Counterbalance my 1.
Actively
I think this is
chooses
just
the
more
one
my
with
lucky
great
dice.
problems.
This is like my lucky dice.
Yeah.
If it's useful, yeah. Or if it's not extremely good.
All right.
One.
Both are north, so...
North option 1 or north option 2?
I say, what? Corner fate? Corner fate, anyone?
Oh God, do it. Just
Alright,
do it.
X is number 1. Number 2, mates. I just head to the second spot.
Sorry.
Watch this is the one that
How did everyone
kills
do
us
that?
all.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
More 2.
So heading on 2, it begins going north and then curves south. It goes up, hits a U-bend, and starts going back south. You guys now have the option of exiting either west option 1 or west option 2. West option 2 seems to be a long straightaway with multiple exits. West option 1, you can either go straight for a little while and then turn south, or you can turn north immediately.
This one ain't up to me. Don't trust
Do
me.
one of you flyers want to fly up ahead and just scout real fast?
Fly.
We
Well,
can't
no,
fly
they
above
can't
it.
fly.
Just, if I die, somebody get my headband and Yoshiko's gonna go up in the
I
air.
can. She's already gone up.
I need the headband at the moment.
I would say.
If I die, somebody take it off.
So I would say at this point, Masala, you recognize this section. If you look down the long stretch, that's where you woke up.
That's where I will.
So the skull is somewhere
So-
near here.
So you
If
know
I
where to go.
remember right, I think I went straight.
Aurora has her shield and her rapier out, so her AC is now 19.
Do you remember which direction you woke up facing?
She woke up facing towards you guys from the opposite side of it. And then you remember you had walked towards where you guys are currently standing. And you had been able to glance up one of the rows and see the skull from one of those areas.
So we go straight and we just glance up these routes until we see the skull.
Okay.
Works for me.
Come
So
on,
we're
do.
walking.
You guys begin doing that. As you move forward, what is the marching order?
I am.
Johan in the lead.
I'm probably
We want-
stupidly in the second.
Do you want the tanks and everyone in the middle?
You guys step on 7 perfectly spaced bear traps.
Oh my lord.
The entire party steps on them.
What?
How does this even happen?
I'm gonna be like third.
Can't
So
find the
yeah,
10
Johan,
traps.
Calvin, Yoshiko, Marcella, Aurora, and me, I guess.
Don't care.
Swear I
How
did.
high are the how high is the hedges?
20 feet.
We don't exit standard traps.
Oh.
Yeah,
Float above us. And then you can.
Don't float above the hedges, the bat weird things will kill you.
yeah, those things are terrifying.
Wait,
You're just
hold
by
on.
like 15 feet in the air.
I was gonna say hypothetically, couldn't you? You don't have to clear the hedges. You can just be right under
Yeah, you
the
don't.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way you can turn a corner and just right from the top just be like,
Boom!
I kind of wish I could do that for sniping.
Again, who is on?
And
Who
it
is in
more or less
front?
keeps you out of.
Johan.
Okay, Johan is in front.
Ah,
So, as you guys get
You're the tank.
to the point where you
I'm
come
not,
up
though.
to the
I have 15
second.
armor, man.
So you come up to the second point where you can turn north, Johan.
What?
You come up to the point, the second point where you can turn north, the second path, and you turn to look up it to check it, and not too far down, but about 40 feet down, you see this figure of a woman with these blood red wings.
I like the
She's
wing-
wearing this
wing facts.
black plate armor, and she seems to be sitting in front of this weird altar that has this black skull with the smoke coming off. And she's like sitting on her knees with her head down and her hands up like this. And in her hands is this like blood red sword.
Dude, that would look so sick.
But imagine waking up and
How-
It would look cool
see, though.
if.
Has
And it's
Tyler
just a
clocked
shame
that these are
that
the
she's
fears of a
worshipping
party
the wrong
member
god.
manifest.
Make
So-
a intelligence check. He's only encountered one so far,
Yeah.
other than the owl.
All
So
I,
it's like-
all I see is a heretic.
Gotta love the paladin.
That's a 16 if it's just straight
Crush the
intelligence.
Xeno's skull.
Cross the sea.
I do
So
have.
just straight intelligence, no
Yeah, just straight
arcana or
intelligence.
anything? Okay. 16.
I would say you've connected. Okay, there was the giant owl. There was the giant golem that was hunting me. What they told me about from the other creature,
Yeah.
I think whatever's in here seems to be preying off of our fears.
Okay.
So I'd say you connected that point that these things seem to be.
So I look and see. Okay, whose fear is blood and angels?
Who's fears women?
I round the corner. Oh, Johan, you're up. And I push you farther out back up around.
I'm like,
Wait, and I here.
The angel, as you guys are talking, she lowers her
as you
sword.
pushed me in.
And she uses it to stand up as she turns and looks at you, Johan.
It's just Johan out the corner.
And immediately you feel like a pang of worry hit your chest as she turns and you realize that this is a fallen heretical angel
Oh,
that you are
motherfucker.
seeing.
I cast heroism on Johan.
Look, buddy.
You got this buddy, shoves him out of the way. You just like see that thumb in the corner. You got this.
You're good. Have at
You
it,
like
man.
turn back and everyone's run. No.
Everyone's gone.
I'm kind of. She hasn't made a move, right?
Not yet.
So you have
She's just
four-
turned and she's looking at you.
Okay, so
four
I look.
temporary hit points and you cannot be feared.
So I look at everyone really quick, including Johan, and I say, "Do not go far from me.
Okay.
Don't go far from me."
How cryptic.
She looks at you, Johan, kind of rests her long sword on her shoulder and goes, "Ah, follower of the so-called heroic archangel."
I think that's him.
It's not terrifying.
And Aurora goes,
You got this.
A traitor.
How wrong you are.
$10 on the one with the shiniest armor.
I look back, I'm like,
Everybody's just like, how this is gonna go.
But Kiana's light is blinding,
10 shillings.
but not in the right way. Means like us shouldn't be
I don't have
protecting
enough.
humans. We should be hunting them for sport. There's no reason to protect such weaklings.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I don't waste time conversing with heretics and traitors.
Yeah, she'll like these.
That's fair. Well then, how about this? She jumps into the air and lunges forward, flying 40 feet towards you, like that. She's just like, really quickly. covers the distance in just a couple of seconds, raises her longsword and brings it down to strike at you.
I hear
Twilight Sanctuary, because there's no roll, there's no thing yet.
Don't wait yet.
That is going to be a 14 to hit.
Does not hit.
You quickly bring up your blade and parry it off to the side, and she brings it back around for a second strike.
I hear the weakling comment and step
Wow.
out. I just
That one is only a 12 to hit. I'm rolling really low.
Very nice.
Go ahead. The
Nice.
second one is only a 12 to hit. You block that
Wow.
as well. The third one
Third?
is a 24. to
That
hit.
does. 24. Yeah, that does hit.
Okay.
We're working on it.
Okay. And these are all one-handed attacks she's making. So that is going to be 5 slashing damage,
Oh, only.
and then you're also going to take.
I said only.
You did.
Don't antagonize the DM.
Oh, did you hear that? It dropped like 6.
You're going to take 15 points of poison damage as you realize her blade is poisoned.
Can I? How close?
We
is
should
this?
Might be immune to poison.
Probably like 10 feet away, depending on where you are in the order. You might have.
Aurora would like to throw. So hold on. So it's an undead. So Aurora would like to take one of her holy water potion bombs, just like that little glass vial, and throw it. At
Makes
this.
me immune
Okay,
to
go ahead and roll the hit.
diseases.
Yep. Same.
However,
I'm going to use. I'm really tempted. Can I ask everyone's opinions on this really quick?
always.
Just
As
do
long
it.
as it's in character.
Probably not
Yeah.
time to ask about it.
Alright, let's risk it. Yeah, let's risk it. I'm glad I did. 18 base to hit.
That's with the.
So 18. What am I adding? Dexterity.
What
So
do you do?
dirty 20.
He's throwing a holy water bottle at it.
Holy water bottle.
You throw it, it looks as it hits and slashes over it. The holy water does damage it because it is a devil.
So
Yeah.
5. So I'm down to 38.
So that would be.
Don't forget the 4
Oh.
temporary.
What's that?
Yeah, you
I
have 4
believe holy water is
So I'm actually down to
2d6 radiant.
Just add 4 to
I think it's
whatever.
only like a D4.
So it's 62 minus.
I'll take 2
It's
d6.
the
up
holy
to-
water
yeah.
tea though, so it
Oh.
for a bottle of this size it would be 3d6
No, it is
radiant.
2d6.
Not bad.
I'm thinking. I'm thinking.
I can make
It'd
it
be
Alchemist Fire.
3d6 radiant because it's holy water tea.
1.
Did I waste a holy water thing?
Huh?
Did I waste a
7.
bottle of holy water?
I don't think so.
12 points of radiant
I
damage.
want to say
Pretty good use for a little
I
bit
think
of water.
I used it at some point when we fought the ants.
Right.
I used one of them, but I passed out stuff to the rest of the
This
party.
is my chance.
Let me see if I wrote it down.
This-
If I still have
This will
one,
be a divine
I
sword.
just say I do.
Moment.
Not bad, not bad. Bottle of holy water.
It's worse. It's a fallen angel.
Come on,
You said
be
it's
logical
not-
debate.
How much damage was that? 12. Okay.
I'm in the back, just like, do I have
Alright.
bruise? I
It
don't.
hits, splashes, and you see it kind of burns the
So
skin
much
where it
liquor.
touches. As she kind of bares her teeth, and you see she's got a little bit of like fangs started. As she goes,
Ha!
everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah, let's go.
Aurora goes,
Ooh. I rolled okay.
I'm using a different D20
What?
today.
What? 19.
I rolled a 9.
Stark was able to build this in a cave.
You probably have.
With the box of scraps.
What's your dex?
+3.
Aurora 10.
So you'll go before me.
Okay. So
Oh, it's the base
anyone
19.
20 or
Sorry.
higher?
I'm base
19
9.
total.
I'm base 9.
Okay. No one 20 or higher?
No.
Okay. 15 to 19.
19 base.
19.
But
+3.
0.
18.
Okay.
Just flat 19. No
You
additional.
don't have any. I'll use it straight.
Okay. What did
Because
you
I have
get?
a 0 to
So-
initiative.
18. Okay.
My dex is a 10.
All right. 11 to 14.
11.
Okay.
Look at my toes.
And what did everyone else get?
But just like the drink.
7.
7. Okay.
The last
Oh,
hit.
forget there's a computer.
At least none of us rolled natural ones against this thing.
I use my one.
I keep thinking the camera's over here, so I keep wanting to like turn to it, and I'm like, there's no thing right there. You're up there.
That screen, even though I'm the wife and I already know everything.
Okay.
I hate it when people do that.
Alright, Cairo, you were up first.
It looks weird.
As
Wrong.
you guys, so basically what you are in is you're in this section where it's a junction, kind of like a T-junction, a single file. Johan is standing at the entrance to it with the fallen angel directly across from him in the direction that goes north. And then you guys are single file back from there.
How much space is there in the?
She's probably not here to read.
Each of these corridors is about
Is there enough
it's
for?
about 10 feet wide.
Okay, so 2 people side by side.
Can I get the book that talks about Wand of the War Mage so I can write down some stats for it? I forgot.
Which one?
Wand of the War Mage. I forgot what it does.
It's in here.
Thanks.
Okay, I'm going to actually pull out my glaive. I'm gonna run up and take a swipe at her.
Do it.
Oh, we took a long rest, didn't we?
We did. So if we didn't, I would be dead
That's a 15 to hit.
again.
Okay, 15 to hit.
This is a silvered glaive.
That is going to miss as you swing it at her,
What'd you say?
and she just easily sidesteps it.
15.
Yeah,
Okay.
she sidesteps that.
So we got
Well,
15.
I'm gonna swipe again. I'm gonna double check this though real quick.
Hey, really quick, for Wand of the War Mage, what was its rarity?
It's an uncommon.
Uncommon. So it's a +1.
I'm gonna cast 4 in between strikes. I'm gonna cast
Something
Branding
about
Smite,
dark plate armor.
and then I'm gonna swipe again.
Probably.
Okay. You quickly run your hand over your blade, and it starts to glow red.
That's a 12.
The 12. That is going to miss as well, as it strikes into her armor, but like scratches and glances off her plate armor.
Okay.
You could have just left behind.
Nope.
She likes to crawl.
Yeah, so that'll scratch and deflect off of her plate armor. It is now her turn.
Oh, brother.
Oh, great. So
She's a
fun.
19 as well.
Well, yours is a 22 with the +3.
No, mine's a 19 with the +3.
Oh, well then she should actually be ahead of you.
We take what we can.
Ah. Okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna have her be second in the order, and we'll continue as though I didn't mess that up. Anyway, she is going to
Can have her be third.
make a swing with her longsword at you. She's gonna two-hand it and take a swing towards you. That is a 16 to hit.
That is my AC.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast shield,
Okay.
so that will miss. So
You
my
will
AC is
shield
21.
block that. She'll bring a. After that hit, she'll swing the longsword around her head and bring it towards Johan. That is a dirty 20.
That was a whole lot of dice right there. I heard
That
that.
is 22 points of damage,
It's gonna actually go down again.
15 of that being poison.
Wait, 22 plus 15?
No.
Oh,
22, 15
he's
of
dead.
it.
Yeah.
Wow.
She. What's your total max HP?
58.
Yeah, she slams.
But I had 4 from him, so I'm down to 20.
Yeah, so with the feint, she brings it around and slams. Kind of like she catches you right under the shoulder and leaves a cut across your ribs there. She then is going to kind of bring it up in a pommel strike towards you, swinging the back side of her blade towards you. That is a natural 20. As
What
she
is-
punches you in the face with the crossguard of her weapon.
I'm down.
Check his dice. He's cheating, isn't he?
You are
I'm down.
to take
Already.
I got you, mate. I am
Ha!
Oh,
Mercy.
I could actually die here.
We could die here. Yeah, no, this is
Aren't there like 6 more of these?
Yeah.
49 total
There's
points
like
of damage.
Holy heaven.
As she did just punch him right in the eye guard or visor
It's
where
a
you would
critical.
have if he had a helmet. She punched him in the face with the cross guard of her weapon.
Does that immediately?
I'm not immediately dead.
No, but you do need
I'm-
to roll this.
I was gonna say he does need to roll that.
He does need to roll that, so
Dude, I
I
hope
will
you
get
get
a
asthma.
permanent injury.
Dude, I hope you get asthma.
Not.
I'm kidding.
It's not permanent. It's more like long last. Well, unless it's a scar. My asthma thing went away.
Oh, it's
Like
49.
tuberculosis.
Okay.
Tuberculosis for getting punched in the
Your nose has been dramatically broken.
So I have my nose.
You will have the permanent, like, broken, crooked nose.
Permanent?
Yeah, his nose has been broken.
Once it gets magically
so
healed.
when it-
Unless yeah.
My character's nose is my nose now.
yeah, so you
It
get
fits. Hey.
that, as well as because of some of the poison in the blade and stuff, there's some poison scarring across your face where it hit and then cut. So you have this kind of scar that goes up towards your nose here with a little bit of like flecks of like where the poison had burned, and then you have the broken nose.
Jeez, I
So
have to
you
redraw your
kind of
character.
low-key do get asthma because your nose, you can't redraw your nose. We
So-
win.
Yeah, so now
I'm not dead.
Johan so far has a werewolf bite on his neck. He also has that.
Yeah.
That just happened.
The
Come on.
chain.
You're just
Come
gonna
on,
be
baby.
handsome now.
That
The take,
is-
but I have 50. I'm what?
So
You
that
say I'm
is
not handsome anymore?
Max.
Ooh.
Go for it.
That
So,
deal +4 psychological damage.
Sorry.
Marcella, you're up now.
Shoot, I'm pretty.
Where was I in this?
You were right. You were kind of in the
I was
air.
kind of just in the air somewhere.
I was, let's see, we had Johan, Calvin, me.
So currently, Johan and Cairo are up in melee combat with it.
I can't do anything.
My plan was just to go straight.
Were you a 19?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
no,
so
they-
Marcella's back behind in the line.
Shoot it. Or throw a potion at it and build a bottle.
Yeah,
Wanna
I'll
do
just
what you
shoot
want?
it with my bow. Let's
Please.
do that.
You should get.
19 plus 6.
Jeez.
25?
You
rolled 25.
25, that will hit. Go ahead and roll damage, and it is a sneak attack.
Kill this thing. Kill it.
Gotta love being a.
Shoot her in the eye. I don't know.
I almost said
Shoot her in the left knee.
How
Yeah.
many is that?
Make it so she can't be an adventurer anymore.
3.
She's
Let her retire and be a
she's a
town guard
seventh,
at Skyrim.
seventh level. How many d6 does she need?
I want to say 4.
4 plus this one.
So
You get 40. Oh my god.
It's 4. 7. So
Yep.
you're at 4 now.
And
she's
plus this one, right?
yeah.
Gonna
Plus the one
cast-
you already had.
Plus 5.
So 5d6
6.
plus.
Wait, technically.
The cast mending on his pride.
Technically, any magical healing will heal any scars. That's why it's magical healing. It's long lasting
25.
healing.
Woo!
Magic.
Nice.
Dang.
25 damage.
25 damage. Okay.
That's big. Not as big as what she did to you, but that's big.
Where it's like, yeah, that's why that's why everyone's so
Yeah, when we
That
get.
one- Never mind. Your weapon is silvered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my arrows are silvered.
Good girl.
It's the only one I get.
What's the ring? I think I wrote it down
Okay.
this time.
The arrow
I think it's a shadow.
and hits into a small gap in her armor located like right between the chest plate and like kind of the abdomen. You managed to find a cheek of armor that's like right here on her where the arrow sinks in between the plate. You see this like little gush of red blood pop out from where the arrow hits as she grunts in pain. She and like looks over and up a little bit to see you.
Oh, I'm screwed.
Yeah, Marcella.
You can use
Calvin, you're up.
You can use
What?
bonus actions.
Calvin
to
is up.
evade and stuff.
So currently I'm behind a wall, right?
You were in the corner.
Around the corner.
You're around the corner.
How far would you say this chica is from me?
Chica.
We're all pretty close, I think.
I'd say about 40 feet. Now, if you want to get into range of Eldritch Blast, it's like 20.
Eldritch Blast is
Well, just because you have to move 20 feet to get around the corner to where you can see her.
Right.
I kind of step out around the corner after hearing gasps and whatever at Johan being pimp smacked in the face.
Again.
Again.
I need a better armor setup.
I step out and I like pop my neck and I'm like, "Ooh, I've been waiting for a time
That
to
reminds
use
me.
this."
The 2 times she's hit you, she takes a D4 radiant from that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
It's moon silver armor.
love the armor.
So her hands get burned for a total of 7 radiant.
Jeez. Pennies in the jar. Let's do this. I pop my knuckles, step out. Been working on this one, and I'm gonna cast Nathir's Mischief as. Sorry, already rolled. I start snapping my fingers, and the smell of apple pie fills the air. Everyone in a cube, radius of 20 foot. I cast it on her. Anyone in a 20-foot radius must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become charmed by me until the start of my next turn.
I'm sorry, but what? If we're near her, we are.
I cast it on her, and so if you're
it's a
20,
20-foot cube.
which is
around
everyone.
here.
Is it creatures
So-
that you choose?
No, it's just.
It's just-
Okay.
yeah.
So yeah.
You
so
said
that would
You
be.
are charmed to him now.
Yeah.
God.
So that
Well,
would be.
Damn it.
unconscious.
So
It's a
Calvin,
15.
that would be you, Yoshiko, Johan.
I thought you said you were 40 feet away.
40 feet if you're talking with the distance of how you have to walk around the corner. If you want to be able to see her, you have to walk 20 feet closer, and then you're within that 20 feet.
Either way, it still
Yeah,
works.
good.
But,
Yeah.
yeah.
What's your DC?
That's a
So
good
it'd be
question.
Johan,
Oh, I can do my own.
Calvin,
Yeah.
Cairo,
I
and
passed,
Yoshiko,
I got a
who are in that
15.
radius right now.
So,
So
you have to roll?
what does this do?
Wisdom
You're
saving throw.
It's a wisdom saving throw that you guys need to roll.
Against what?
Matt.
Is it mine?
Well, I'm trying to figure it out.
Oh,
I
okay.
am potentially immune to that.
Oh yeah, no, you can't be charmed. You're fine.
Okay,
I think
perfect.
I
I'm
think
just
I
like.
I mean, it
I
just
think I
means
have
you.
advantage to charms because of.
Well, you're
I'm
unconscious.
I'm actually
that's right, you're
10 feet
unconscious,
away
so you-
from
You're.
Does-
him, and because
Oh,
I
you're weak
Does
to
this
sleep.
weak me?
threw that.
Oh yeah, you're within that radius too.
But
I don't
But I
care.
can't be charmed.
Yeah,
I'm
you
trying to
can't
charm
magically
her. I'm
charm.
not trying to do
No,
anything.
you can be.
I'm
just
pissed I
kidding.
rolled a
You can't
1. I
be
could have.
We're just
You have a
color.
resistance against
I
charms.
thought it was I can't be charmed.
No, you have resistance against charms.
So we
But
get
you-
advantage.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
something
so you
like
get advantage on the
You have,
save.
that's what it is. You have advantage against,
that.
but you can't be magically put to sleep. That's a
That's the fate.
So I rolled a 7 and a
Yeah.
15.
Okay. What's your spell save DC?
13.
Okay, so you're good.
I got 15.
Johan?
I'm unconscious.
He's unconscious.
I'm
It
unconscious.
wouldn't
Do I still have to
affect
do
him.
it?
Yeah.
I'll just have you roll it. Yeah.
I also have I have natural 1.
You're charmed and unconscious. Charmed conscious.
He just starts
but I have
smiling
Fey
as he's
ancestry.
You're dreaming of apple
But I have Fey ancestry. So do I roll
Yeah,
again?
you have advantage.
Okay. It's at 2.
You're dreaming of Calvin serving you apple pie and being well mannered for once.
For once.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
happy
Charming
in this
is like,
dream.
oh.
So real quick, this thing has magic resistance, so it gets advantage on the save. I still failed.
Let's go, baby.
I swear.
What's
Of all the
Charming.
people to save us today.
Wait. okay.
And it had a +6, by the way.
Dude, that's crazy. I was not expecting that to
I
work.
rolled a 2 and an 8.
Hey, good job. Wouldn't it be
So I was 1 off.
Okay.
So yes, this thing is currently charmed, and no, it's not resistant to being charmed, which actually surprises me because it's a devil.
So,
See, told you.
Shut up.
Bamboozle.
as a bonus
I
action,
win the debate.
She like stops. Why do I smell pie?
It's gonna
I-
stop it from attacking us.
I can't command it to do something, right? What does charmed do?
You can
It
probably,
won't
like,
attack you, basically.
It regards you as a dear friend, generally
Yeah.
speaking.
you could probably convince it to do something else.
Maybe.
You
You can try.
That's a
You can ask her to give you her sword. Hey, can I see your sword?
Or go get the black skull.
Charms the
please.
eldritch, charms the abyssal horror
Just walk
into.
past her and go get school.
Because it's a dear friend, right?
What
Hey, can I-
would Calvin do?
What would Kelvin do?
The sword.
He just
9 months later,
Whoa! Whoa! I was not good at that, mate. I after seeing that she's been successfully charmed, I I stop.
They're going for a kiss.
I don't think that was gonna work, mate. I'm going to. She's like how far away from me at this point?
20 feet.
20 feet.
About.
Oh my gosh. And she's holding a sword.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I go up and yeah. So
Also, what's the duration of the spell?
Great question.
10 minutes.
And does she get to try and like make a save at the end of each
That's
turn?
long enough.
Concentration for so I'm concentrating up to 1 minute.
Oh.
It doesn't say anything about.
It's charmed until the start of your next turn.
So yeah, until my next turn. So I'm gonna quickly walk up to her and do the classic like, what's that over there? And just take the sword out of her hand.
You're such an idiot.
That doesn't.
I swear to God.
That won't work.
I don't know.
That's.
That freaking
Technically, it would be
You
deception.
advantage.
I
Maybe?
guess. Well,
I
not
swear.
really, because like you'll still feel someone try to grab your weapon out of your hand.
Well,
I'm
saying
just
for
debating,
deception.
would she let you take it?
She'd be like,
if
"Ah,
she thinks you're her
classic
friend.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of concept of if you're on the phone and someone hands you something, you just like take it without thinking. If you're charmed and being like, oh, why am I smelling apple pie? Oh, here, let me see that. Oh, okay.
That's
okay, that makes
Roll.
That's a
It's
fair
like-
argument.
It's like
It
persuading
makes
the
sense.
DM
Roll
that this is going to work.
persuasion.
For the
Would I have advantage?
You could use.
Sure.
Oh my God, I swear.
This is what a DM has.
15,
Oh my gosh.
and I have
No way.
It's so stupid.
what was it?
Persuasion.
Persuasion plus 4, nat 19.
Nice.
No way.
Okay, you beat her by 1 again.
Are you kidding me?
So she's
Y'all owe me.
gonna be like,
What's that over there?
over there, and like you like grab her sword, and she's like, yeah, hold that for me for a second. What are you talking about? And she's like looking down there. She's like, you mean the black skull?
Yeah, the black skull over there.
You put it in your freaking bag of holding.
Do I? Wait,
She has
the bag of holding.
Give it to her. Oh, I can't.
No.
Who's next in combat?
What?
I don't know.
What about the black
I'm
skull?
right next to you.
What does it do? I've been very curious about it.
I mean, it's a shrine of power here.
A shrine of power? Do you
it
protect this
also-
shrine of power?
Well, yes. Also, it would have to be part of a multi-lock system that, keeps people here.
So are you saying that you're an all-powerful being who protects that lonesome skull?
That's pretty much my job, yeah.
My God, I kind of like tuck it away behind me so it's out of her vision, and I gotta shake her hand.
Okay.
It's such a pleasure to meet you. I've been looking for someone so powerful to meet.
It's just like, I thought we met before. I mean, I could have sworn that we've been friends for a while.
We have been.
Almost 6 seconds.
We are. We go way back, but we haven't seen each other in a long time.
Okay, while that's going on, I'm going to have to go to the next person.
Yeah,
I'm just
Oh
standing
my.
there like,
We're
Calling
going
your gun,
to
calling
like
your
a
gun.
devilish heretic. And
Okay,
she's like,
it's Aurora's turn.
It's Aurora's turn.
This is.
I don't want it to be my
No, I can't metagame, but
I don't want it to be my
I'm
turn.
just standing there like,
You can just say you stand there, bewildered.
Aurora,
Go get this.
I'm
Go
it
get
only.
Or, actually, could you make a death save for me? How we passed your turn? I forgot.
Alright. So it's
14.
Okay, that's
Sweet.
So charmed means. So what's her reaction to everyone else around her?
Enemies.
We are
The only
enemies?
person she is friends
she
with is Calvin.
She's
thinks
charmed
she
with
is
me.
friends with Calvin.
oh, I'm checking the word. Yeah, just charmed by Calvin.
Just charmed by me.
Still
And it's just
everyone
until-
else's
Until my next turn. So you
So-
guys have until my next
so
turn. to
whatever
do
we're
this.
gonna do, we gotta do it
Fast.
Yeah.
Grab the
Get
skull,
the
run, let's go.
skull. While he's distracting her, we get the skull.
We just have to destroy it.
We're gonna Indiana Jones.
Either way.
Well, we just have to destroy it.
That's
So-
true.
Well, yeah, we don't have to like take the school.
We just have to destroy it.
But if you want to Indiana Jones it, and then we can break it later, if that makes you feel good.
So Aurora, she needs to understand where things are right now. So explain where Aurora is. She's 10 feet away from his body.
I'm the most
So
unpredictable
where?
character now.
So basically, there's this T junction.
Yep.
You're standing right in the middle of that T,
Okay.
and then if you go north, like 20 feet, that's where she is.
That's where she is.
Yeah, that's where this fallen angel is, and then like an additional 20 feet past that is where the skull is on this pedestal in this small clearing area.
Yeah.
Okay. Is Solar Wind radiant?
If you attack her, it might end the charge.
I'm not gonna attack her. Just to know. This very loud.
I'm sorry, but that should have baking music in the background. Because that is what the demon is experiencing.
I'm trying to figure out what Aurora would do here. Well, no, if I walk up to them, it could. She doesn't. Do you think I should bully? You think I should just blatantly? Hold on, this is me. So, Aurora is going to. If Aurora draws a bow behind one of them, so she just slips behind one of. Not a bow. She only has a shield and rapier out. She's going to. Is Guiding Bolt radiant?
Yes.
She's going to hold an action. It's going to be a level 2 guiding bolt.
Ooh.
And she's gonna stand. She doesn't do anything with her hands for that, right? Technically,
Yes,
she's.
guiding bolt is you cement.
So what she's gonna do is she's gonna stand behind the person closest to her, but still be in line of sight. And when when the charm breaks and she makes a move to attack someone,
She'll cast Guiding Bolt.
she will cast
Okay.
Guiding Bolt.
So you're holding an action to cast Guiding Bolt for when the turn breaks.
For when the charm breaks,
Okay.
and you can only hold one action.
Yes,
Yeah.
because you use your reaction to activate it.
It's a bonus action I can use right now that wouldn't provoke her.
You don't have to use your reaction and bonus action.
She wants to just perception check, listen to see if there's anyone else around us besides who's in this party and the demon in front of us. I want to know if there's anyone trying to sneak up on us.
That's a good point.
I roll 12.
How far is the skull from us?
From where you are, about 30 feet.
So you could
Or I guess 25 from you.
well within
14.
range.
14.
It's just getting a chance to do it.
Other than the regular, like, skittering sounds and sounds of other things moving on other sides of hedges, nothing.
Skittering sounds?
Yeah, you just, like, you can hear things moving in other sections of the maze around you.
Maybe.
But that's
Does everyone
fairly
else-
normal
it's
for-
fairly normal? Okay.
For being in the hedge maze itself, it's normal to hear things like walking around you on other sides of hedges and stuff.
Who am I standing behind, by the way?
You are right behind Johan and Calvin.
If I faintly whisper, very faintly, do I think she would hear me?
She's
You know,
distracted
just-
with
just-
me.
So I'm not
now.
gonna say.
just-
So I'm not gonna say. anything.
Just
Well, it's hard to judge for how close I am. So
Just do what you want to do and just deal with the consequences after.
we'll just do that.
kind of where we're at right now.
I'm not gonna
Okay.
whisper or anything.
We don't have much
Alright,
time.
Alora is going to take this opportunity, so she's next. She's going to dash. And she's going to run up to the skull. And then when she gets up to the skull, she's going to she'll reach into her onto her hip, pull out a rapier, and attempt to strike the skull. As it gets down to like a couple inches away from the skull, it's going to bounce off of a little barrier. That's around the skull that blocks it from being
Because it's a key
hit.
mechanism.
She's then going to use an Arcana check to try and figure out what kind of a thing it is. And from what she's able to decipher, it's a barrier that makes it so you'll have to actually, like, you can put your hand through, but it'll, like, try to stop weapons and stuff from striking you.
But we
So-
can grab it. Pull.
Yeah, you'll have to like reach in and grab the skull.
So you're right. We do have to go.
Which is like 100% gonna alert other things.
So that
Then
is
it could
Alora's
have an
full
alarm.
turn.
Mine, but I don't.
Now it's Yoshiko's turn.
I would like to
We don't
move to Johan. I assume I have enough feet movement for that.
Yeah.
And I'd like to pull out whatever potion of his he has and stick it in your mouth.
Ooh.
What
Okay.
potion did you have on you?
I don't have one.
I will use my potion.
Right, because
You sure?
be able to heal yourself. That's why.
The
Yeah,
only
they
other
tell
option I
people you
have for
didn't have
healing
to.
is to give you my only soul, but I need that so that if I ever go down, I come back at 1 HP.
Don't worry about
So that would be
That
a
also only
potion
gives 10
of
HP.
regular healing.
This is good so far.
Okay.
Regular potion of healing.
Not for you. But
No.
for everything else is
Oh,
great.
right, Johan's dead.
We've been
Is
talking
that-
extensively about how
It's 2d4 plus 2.
I'm not fulfilling my role
You get 4 HP back,
because my
Johan!
armor. 4 HP?
Yep,
4
you're at
HP!
Oh,
Like that,
dude.
but I wouldn't stand.
Right.
Nope. I'm gonna.
You become conscious again. Is that your full turn?
Yep.
That you want to do? Okay.
4 HP. I'm gonna kill this one.
Alright, it is the angel's turn. It's up to your next turn, right?
Yes.
Okay. On her turn, she's like, I'm still just a little confused. Like, was there anything like beyond the skull, or was it just the skull that you were talking about being over there?
No, just the skull. And do I observe that Alora just went up and
Yeah.
tried to?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
So now you don't.
And we notice that it looks like it's a very strong skull. Is there? I would assume a magic protecting it.
Well, you have to actually reach in with your hand to grab it. But of course you'll get afflicted by the, curse that's on it that protects it.
That's mind blowing. I see. I would have just assumed to, like break it open with a sword or something like that. But I would never do that.
Well, it's dark magic. I mean, it's, you always put some kind of a protective magic curse on it.
I have a question for you.
This is gonna go.
Can I see the skull?
Yeah, sure thing.
Are you freaking serious?
So you're gonna turn and start walking. She reaches over and she's gonna reach in like it's nothing and grab it and pull it out. As soon as she does, she explodes.
Oh,
Just she triggers the curse.
blood splatter
She
everywhere.
explodes right from the. Like, I didn't expect that to happen. Did you do that?
Calvin, what the heck?
I didn't know. I thought I was just doing pie smells.
Convince her to be nice with the smell of apple pie.
I
This
really
is
thought she
Aurora's
was-
So here's the thing. So here's the reason why she exploded. Normally, with the charm, you can't persuade them to do something that they know will actively hurt them. What she didn't know
Is that?
is that, the person who created this obviously created the failsafe thing so that none of the monsters in here can turn against him. So if one of them tries to do anything, they die.
Wait, so.
That's
but if we
so
reached in-
funny.
If we reached in, we would.
Something else would have happened. Yeah,
So
so,
we
she
wouldn't
just
have
explodes.
I'm covered in blood and guts. I'm like,
Wait, where's the sword? Oh, we
I have it.
Her sword begins to disintegrate.
Dang it!
Into
Oh, I
as,
pull it out.
as it begins to almost disintegrate, it begins lights on fire with purple flames and hellfire, and then just contracts in and crushes on itself, and then disappears.
This is so funny.
What?
I hate this.
Are we out of combat now? I
Yeah.
assume we are.
I run up and I'm smacking the skull with my glaive.
Okay.
Are you serious?
Roll to hit.
It's just a skull on the ground.
10. I mean, that's theoretically the base AC that anything
It-
wrong with.
Hits this skull and boom, bounces off.
I have branding smite activated already, so it's 2d6 radiant damage on top of whatever.
Yeah, it's just not enough to do enough force to damage it. It doesn't beat the AC.
Well, I have 2 attacks, so okay. Dirty 20.
Okay, dirty 20 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage on it. Its AC was 16 because of the material it's made out of.
There's 8, and then
Well,
I'll just do that with the rest
8
yeah, I plan on doing that
here.
again.
No, not piercing. Slashing.
Really?
What?
Are you looking at me
Sorry.
for a reason?
No, I'm
5
just like.
slashing for radiant.
Okay.
You're just so dumbfounded at what just happened.
I'm just like.
You go ahead and strike the skull, and you watch as it cracks and shatters from the strike as it's split in two. As it splits, you hear a scream that sounds like a tortured soul. As it, and then it like fades out, and the smoke stops coming off of it, and it just appears now to be like broken halves and parts of a normal human skull.
Do I get a soul out of that?
Okay.
It being released.
No, but the exploding lady, yes.
The exploding lady, obviously.
I swear.
Okay, well. On to the next one?
1 down, 5 more to go.
Oh, there's 5 of these things that we're gonna get?
Yeah.
6
Okay,
total,
well.
1 for each of us.
That took a lot of my abilities to do.
That took a lot of your abilities.
Yeah, I can probably only cast that.
That was really hard for you.
Maybe once more to be able to do that. Dude, you have no idea how hard it is to concentrate when you have the mind of a drunken 18-year-old.
So this was really hard for you.
This was hard for me.
Just be happy he saved you.
I just 1v1'd that thing and won. and look at
With
my
his charm.
look at my body, mate. Not a scratch. There's chunks of body parts on me.
It's even more frustrating.
I love how Johan like got knocked and wakes up to that. Like literally gets knocked, and then I think all you heard.
All I know.
Wakes up,
Oh yeah, sure. That's all you saw, right? I think that's all you.
looks
Yeah.
over, and then it's just fountain of gore.
Yeah.
Wake up, because you wake up.
Yeah.
I stand behind you, and then he's like, "Oh, can I see it?" And then, dude, that's all you saw. That's crazy.
So
And I'm just. All I know enough to know that Calvin did something. And I'm just
and then
like.
you were charmed.
Oh yeah, you're still charmed
Oh,
by
yeah.
me.
we're out of.
That was really cool.
Yeah,
it would
it's
be-
weird because now
What's
you
the
see
next
him
one?
as a friend.
Use the plus.
Sorry.
Use the
So
plus to
Aurora just says,
Johan finds himself oddly not annoyed by Calvin.
Yeah, you're just not annoyed anymore.
Where does it say?
"I think we should just keep going."
Last one.
Who?
Oh.
Yeah, that's 10.
We should maybe let Johan heal up a little bit first.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course.
So
I'm
in
really
last
glad I
one
didn't use
minute
Twilight
or
Sanctuary.
something.
That would have been a terrible.
Gotcha.
That's a concentration.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So yes, you are still under my
That is
spell.
successfully one location down
Hey.
Turn, do you roll?
Okay, what was the CR for that? If you don't mind me asking.
for that creature.
Yes.
I will let you know later.
So, Johan, you want to heal yourself up a little bit?
Yeah.
If you don't rough it,
I am going to run to the restroom real quick.
Are we taking a break? Oh.
You guys just talking.
Okay, so I was I've been talking to Cairo here for just 2 seconds, and apparently I didn't know how my own ability worked. I've been studying this for only 2 hours, and he just gave me more knowledge than the past 2 hours. Apparently, if I'm still concentrating, which I still am in the back of my mind, this will just happen the next entity we see if it's within 10 minutes.
No,
No?
no. It's for up to a minute. Every 6 seconds, a new effect goes off.
Oh, in battle.
Who created this?
Sorry, I lied.
It's from.
Disregard everything I just said. That was drunken Calvin talking.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just babbling gobbledygook.
Yeah.
Okay, well, since we're in a
When did-
mildly
When did he get
convenient
alcohol?
spot, a black school, we can't quite move on yet.
Hey,
We can discuss what we're all afraid of, so we know what we're actually going to face.
would Aurora
Well, we know that each of these
remember
guardians.
if she's seen a black skull? Because I think she did walk past one, right?
Each of these
History check or
I don't think
Guarding a skull.
Aurora.
I could have sworn I did.
Well, there. Aurora saw one up to the north while meeting up with.
No, I saw a chest.
You also saw a chest, but you did see a skull that you ran past on the way to getting to Johan and Cairo when they were fighting the giant golem.
I say this to the group. Do I?
That is on the opposite side of the nets.
Let's go.
But he's saying let's look for one on this side and then go back for that later.
Oh, let's go. Let's do it.
Okay.
6 of us,
We're
6
supposed to fight.
spheres, 6 skulls.
Oh, do we each gotta
3
conquer
on
a
each side of the
fear?
maze. So there's 2 more on this side of the maze.
There probably was one not far from our
One
starting
with the
places.
guardian, yes. Automaton. One with whatever you two were
There
fighting.
was probably one around that thing, whatever that.
Well, let's start moving.
Which one
are
is
you healed up?
closer?
No.
What do you mean which one?
Were the golem and the purple mouse guy.
35.
Are those on the same side of the maze?
Opposite sides.
So we're on the side of the
You're on the side that has the golem.
That's the golem.
I might just
Yeah.
give myself that.
The west
Okay.
side of the maze is the golem. The east side had that creepy.
Got it.
I'm gonna give myself all the lay on hands I have,
Okay.
which I think is 35.
Wow.
Okay,
All
so 35.
you.
He's almost dead.
I'm almost.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, which should bring me up to
Probably mark up that
35.
Okay.
Okay, well let's go hunt down the golem then. I think that's the next closest one.
That should be enough.
The
Yeah.
golem?
The golem would be the next closest one. It's on the same side.
There was a golem.
What was what?
There was a golem.
It's a big.
You know the golem
Yes,
was
that's
up on the northwest side
Explain golem.
of the maze.
It's a big rock.
Or
that
of this property.
walks.
Yeah.
It's a big rock that has a guitar.
Big metal, big meat.
Big you.
Think of it as that.
Oh,
It's
I don't
another
wanna
one
fight
of
that.
my beings.
No.
Just I didn't make this one.
You didn't make this. Wait, did you make all of them?
No.
Someone keep an eye on this one. And I start walking off in a direction. I don't know what direction I'm heading in, but I walk.
Pyro just be the god of animatrons, but he just doesn't tell anyone.
Or he doesn't even know.
Oh,
Okay, so you guys have the option of going.
Depends on what.
You can go straight north from where this skull is. You guys can also go east from here, which is a path that goes east and then curves north. Or you can
That's a good question.
go. You can go south from where the skull is, turn west, and then there's a path that turns up north. So it's up to you guys. What path you want to take?
North? Anyone?
North.
Actually, I'm walking at this point. I'm sorry. I don't know where you
Or
guys
we
are.
can go north.
Yeah, we need to head north.
Aurora's cool with anything. Let's go north.
There, if logic is being followed, then there should be 2 more on the west side, which is what we're at. We're southwest. So logic, 1 central west, 1 northwest. Midwest. So north.
Okay. You guys head straight north. Your first choice when you go north is there is an option to turn west or turn east, or you can keep going north.
Keep going north. We just need to head north. So.
Okay. As you get to the end of, as far as this road can take you, you can either turn west or you can turn east.
Let's keep
Were
going
we
west.
Yeah. Were we closer to the mansion or were we further into the maze?
We're for.
I think we're further into the maze with the golem.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Let's-
west.
Let's go west.
Okay.
You still have my cloak of elven kind. I'm thinking we just try to sneak past and grab the skull.
After a little while, you guys turn a corner, and kind of in the middle of this curve, you see
I
a
can only have 2
little
items,
chest,
So
like a standard size, which you would think of for like a pirate chest, with like iron binding.
I
sitting
obviously
on the side of the hedge.
immediately. I see
I
the
grab
chest
him.
and
I
go.
grab you. I grab him. I grab him.
Calvin, it could be a trap. You can
Wait.
die.
But it's right there.
If you die, you can't have treasure.
I look at Alora and say,
Fair.
well, I look at Marcella and I look at Alora and I say, between the 2 of you, who has more of an efficiency with picking locks and checking for traps? And I'm still holding on Calvin.
I want to.
Would it be
look-
you?
Probably.
Because I don't know her stats.
Can I
So-
look at the chest and just see if it looks real?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Because since wood carver's tools. base 17. Investigation?
Yeah.
I'm holding you
Okay.
this entire time.
Investigation, and then. So that'd be a 21, and then expertise, so 27.
Yeah, it's a real chest.
Well,
Okay.
do you want to go? Maybe Alora can go with you and assist you, or
Yeah.
I call
Right.
dibs on
So
what's
you're gonna step up and what are you gonna do?
Check for traps and.
Okay.
What would that be?
That's sleight of hand, investigation.
maybe do an Arcana check. Can you do an Arcana check, maybe? So if she doesn't touch it, she doesn't explode. Or something.
Arcana, then you don't want me doing it
I
then.
can do Arcana.
Go ahead and do your
Check
check
for
for traps. That's gonna be an investigation check.
That I can do.
Oh, baby.
13.
13. Alright. You start looking at it, checking around, you don't see any wires on the outside. You give it a light tap, and the moment you tap it, your finger sticks to it as it opens up in a mouth of teeth.
Yeah.
And a tongue lashes out at you.
I
It's a
was-
mimic. Yeah.
No.
I was about to say I was going to do Flash of Genius to give you a
Yeah!
bonus.
If you give that chest a pat and it tries to bite back, that's a mimic.
So now is my hand being eaten.
Alright.
Baby.
Where's trying to?
Being
As it tries to strike you with its tongue, that is a 13 hit.
Nope.
Right, you manage to just dodge out of the way as the tongue like lashes out past you. And the chest starts like, no. What are you gonna do with that? As it's straight like,
What can I do?
Kill it. Kill it!
Is her hand still stuck to it?
No.
yeah, her left hand is stuck to the top of it.
Oh no.
You have a dagger?
I do.
You're gonna rape
I feel
you.
like I'd be right next to it as well. Dagger, rapier.
I'm as close as I can possibly be
Let's
with Simon.
Grab my rapier. Beat it.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead, roll the hit.
Dang.
8.
Yeah, kick its trash.
And that unfortunately is gonna miss as its like wooden metal texture that it's got on its skin is hard enough to block it as you're jabbing at it. It's going to attempt to bite you again. That is going to be a
Can I strike at it?
13 to hit.
Nope.
After this, yes. That's gonna miss as well.
Can I get to it first?
I'm right next to it.
You've got like, I bet you have your like feet like spread on its face, like pushing yourself away from it as your like hands stuck to it. You're like, no.
You can also
I'm
do
gonna bring down my glaive and try to.
Okay.
Calvin, this is your fault.
Jeez.
24.
I'm blaming
Alright,
you.
24 will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Split it in half.
Please.
10 damage.
Alright,
12
10 points
damage.
of damage to the nerve, or 12 points of damage.
It's silvered, so.
You slice into the side of it, cutting off like a corner of the chest. As blood starts spilling out of it, it goes like mashing up towards you. The mimic is again going to try and bite at the cell.
Oh, I have 2 attacks.
So-
11 to hit.
Okay, 11 hit. That'll miss, unfortunately. It's gonna again try to bite Marcella. That is a 16 to hit.
That's
You
Do
got her in the end.
do mimics need air? I assume yes.
I'm not sure.
That is going to be
I was gonna say
10 piercing damage and 1 acid damage. So a total of 11.
Johan's running over.
I'm gonna yell at it. Put it in the bag.
That's
It's
big.
stuck to me.
Johan,
I didn't think that far ahead.
Marcella, you have the opportunity now to try and make another attack if you want.
Kill it!
Yes.
Kill it! Kill it!
Please.
Get it with fire. I have fire.
13 to hit again.
That will miss, unfortunately.
This is why I don't need
Tara, go ahead.
That's another 24.
Yeah, its AC's 14, by the way.
24 and dirty 20. So
Okay.
2 more
Both of
hits.
those will hit.
Another 12. Another 12.
Okay, so 24 additional damage.
He's slashing
Striking it 2 more times, you slash into it deeply, wrench it out, and then slash deeply into the top again. And you can like wrench it to the side with a crunching sound. You pull it out, and the mimic goes limp.
You okay?
With this kind of like, and the tongue goes like.
Stop death spasming and just die.
As soon as it dies, you're finally able to like pry your hand off of it.
So many nasty noises.
I go
It
up to
feels
it.
very. It feels like you touched one of those like glue traps, like a glue rat trap.
Atrocious. Don't bump the cat. Or bump it. You can. That's fine.
Okay.
I go to it.
Perfect time.
It was so glorious before. Now it's dead.
And you would have been too if you had ran towards it.
Oh, but I would have been happy.
Mimics have a thing that says that they are indiscernible difference when they're not moving.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so it's just not possible to tell, unfortunately.
Dang.
If it's a mimic or just.
Well, a mimic being in this maze implies that there's either other mimics in this maze, or that there's actual chests.
Plot twist. The maze itself is a giant mimic.
The
hedge
mimic
is a
colony.
mimic.
We're just slowly being digested.
So
My
mansion-
brain's processing
Well,
everything.
that reminds me, when you knocked on the door of the
Yeah.
mansion, you stuck to it.
Let's keep
He
going.
rings the doorbell and gets bit.
You okay?
No more treasure chests. Ever again.
Understandable.
You notice in like the
what?
split-headed corpse of the mimic, because you cut to where the stomach would be, inside of this like stomach area, there are a couple of little like knickknacks from other people that it's eaten.
Okay.
I am by it.
So you see 5 gems that would be worth about 10 gold pieces each. That's an assortment of like onyx, tiger's eye, small diamonds, emeralds, sapphire, kind of a thing.
Write that down.
Um,
Yeah, you got that.
So just a small mixture of 5 gems that would be worth about 10 gold each. There's also a
How many gems?
Five gems.
5.
5. Yeah.
Five.
I just
gems.
didn't.
Process it.
Yeah.
And then other than that, there's about 5 gold pieces, 15 silver, and like 20 copper. That was in its stomach.
Well, onto the horrifying monsters that we have to deal
Oh,
with.
sorry.
Wasn't that
Party
a
fun.
Yeah.
Next time
Party
you see a
funds.
chest, everyone just jumps in such a big hit.
It was a real one.
It's just a normal chest, you guys just break it.
All right. Well, I
That's why
guess.
we got a bag of holding.
The merchant who had offered to sell you the chest.
Let's keep moving, mates. I keep heading in the direction we went.
When we get closer, do we want to try to sneak past?
Yeah.
It seemed pretty targeted on me.
The skull. Oh, the thing.
If we distract it,
golem.
yeah. If we distract it,
I
Are
can turn
sneaky.
invisible. I'm not sure if it can see invisibility or not.
You can turn invisible.
I have, yes.
Okay.
Still learning new things about you.
I would
As
say,
you
I would say
continue
you've
going-
seen me do it, but that's kind
So,
of against
as you
the
continue
point.
going on this path that you'd taken, it turned.
Yeah.
It went east and then kind of been winding north. It then turns. It's been going west and then winds north, and then it goes west, and then it seems to be winding down south. If you guys want to continue on this path, or if you want, you can try to turn around now.
Are we hearing the noises of the golem?
No.
just keep going.
I say keep pushing. Might as well.
Yep.
Yeah,
At
let's
this-
just keep
at this
on
point-
trucking through.
As you keep pushing down this path,
At this point,
you
better.
come to a point where you realize you've gone in a big circle. As you come out on the first spot where you could have turned west when you came out of the skull area.
Okay.
We're all the way back at the skull.
You come back to the skull.
Mm-hmm.
By
I'm
following the path.
Oh, there's another skull.
Let's go the other way.
Maybe if we head back to the mansion and then head into one of the other.
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's do that.
Try it. Might be easier. Gonna backtrack to the mansion and go to left 2, I guess.
I'll say you guys can backtrack to where you came Going into left 2, you start walking north, kind of following along the edges of where the mansion is. You have the option of exit 1 or exit 2. Both of them go west.
Flip the coin.
Oh, I love my own coin of fate.
X is 1.
X is 1?
Sure.
1.
Okay.
You head through 1. You have the option of going south, which then goes directly west. So it goes south around a corner to west. Or you can go north, which then seems to turn west.
So either way they go west.
Northwest, I think.
Yeah.
Southwest heads back towards
Yeah, so go north.
that area.
Go north.
Yeah.
Okay. You begin heading north. After a little bit, Johan, you feel a click under your foot.
No.
You are the one in the front. Please make a dexterity saving throw for me as you step on a bear
Oh,
trap.
I don't know. I have good dex. A 10.
I'm gonna flash of genius, add 4 to that.
Okay, 14. That is just enough that you put your foot in a position where the jaws will just hit your plate armor. You like push your foot down more so that it'll actually just snap around the greave, so it really doesn't do anything to you. As it like snaps around this metal greave that you have on your leg, and then you're able to just kind of pry it off without it hurting you.
I got caught in one of those things. They suck.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, no, they don't fun.
Can you...
You guys, you've gone past that.
While passing it, can I collect the bear trap?
Go it.
Yeah, you can go ahead
Throw that on someone.
and pick it up.
Okay.
Add a hunting trap to your inventory.
Gonna say that big fella.
Okay.
Is it still armed?
Yes, in the bag it's armed.
Clank his spine. He's paralyzed forever.
First
I don't
time.
know how Shelter did
Um,
that before.
The
As-
magic won't fix.
Here.
As you guys are looking around in this area, you have the option of either turning north from where you are, continuing straight. And if you continue straight, it looks like from where you are there is a T-junction.
Ooh.
And if you go straight past that, it'll go to a another T-junction.
Let's.
Anything starting to look a bit familiar?
No, not from where you are.
Let's keep going forward.
Actually, Pyro, from where you are, you recognize the spot where you ran around the corner and hid in the hedge to your north.
Okay, so if we go south, then that's where the golem was.
Or, no, north would be where...
North, okay. So
north
ran
from where you are
from
right now
the
would
north.
be where you guys first encountered the golem.
Okay, I'm gonna say north is where the golem is.
Then do we like have to go towards the golem?
Theoretically, that's where the skull is.
We need to kill these things anyway.
Me, Marcella, and Allura might be able to sneak up. Let me double check how long the invisibility lasts.
We could always make some like loud sound and hide in the brush.
It's after me. If it spots me, it'll run after me.
Now, I really didn't want to have to do this. Because I love my animals so dearly. But I do have animals that are expendable. Now I have been thinking about this on our walk. If I summon in an animal, and he just so happens to have hands, one of my little mousy friends could take the skull out of the thing instead of us, so that we don't get cursed.
That
Or
would
we
be
could,
nice.
or we could send your mouse. We could strap like a bag of gunpowder next to it. And
Are you okay?
Fire arrow.
Calvin, are you alright?
Oh, huh?
Are you okay?
No, I'm
House
left-handed.
bomb,
I'm not. That was a joke. That was funny.
covered in C4.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. What do you mean?
Click
It's
pose!
because you're having good ideas.
I don't know. We've been walking for 20 minutes now. My mind tends to wander in good places. Not a lot, but he does.
As you guys are talking, you hear behind you.
Yes. We need combat.
Behind you guys, you hear the slight jingle of like metal and someone's like cloak or jacket kind of swishing, and you hear the sound of shing.
It's just
Nope.
iron giant. Just
Well, you hear this kind of shing from behind you, as Marcella, you and Alora would be in the back. You feel someone
I would
tap
be
on
in
your
the back as
shoulder.
well.
Tap on your shoulder.
I'd be in the back as well. Because I'm in the furthest back, you're in the front.
Okay,
Yeah.
Don't turn around. Don't turn around. We're good.
you're in front of the
Marcella, Alora,
then
then.
it's you who feels somebody tap on your shoulder.
Ding, ding, ding.
Are you-
Yeah, just like.
Okay, the moment you turn around, you see that that vampiric figure that had been standing as he runs his blade into your chest. The moment you turn around,
What was that
The
noise? I just
vampire from the beginning has already found us.
Well, he said that he would come out once in a while.
I know he did,
Kill
but I was
him,
hoping we would have a longer before that happened.
You just hear a very loud.
do. You're all screwed. Do.
No, we're not.
I
He's,
feel screwed.
he thinks we're trapped in here with him. He's just trapped
Yes,
in here with
there's
us.
no one
You see a
else.
fire light in Calvin's eyes. Like.
That is going to be a 25 to hit.
Judas Priest.
That guy doesn't
That
hit.
was not me.
Uh,
Please, no.
I mean, obviously, no, it does not.
No.
It bounces off my metal skin. 'Cause
Anyway,
I love it.
so the white blade pierces through your back. As you are going to go ahead and take.
It's only a dagger, right?
Great.
You wish.
Pierced heart's a pierced heart, dude.
Does he have a heart?
Kind of.
Yeah,
Yes, they
vampires have hearts.
Look at
That's-
you.
Oh, me?
Kind of.
I mean, he's got a core.
You have like a core, but it's
Yeah.
not like a heart. And so I feel
mean,
like if
what
you got
is a core
stabbed,
if not a heart?
I feel like if you got stabbed like where the heart would be, you would be fine.
You are going to take.
Unless.
Unless, of course, 58
I'll be
points of
fine.
damage.
I'm the tankiest of us all.
You're going to take 20 points of damage.
Okay, that's not.
As he stabs you with this blade.
Because if he took like 50 damage right there, I'd be running. Sorry, guys.
You notice that
You're fine. Just
as he stabs into you, he goes.
sorry.
He kind of like goes. He just goes. As he withdraws it and goes, "You found the blood."
I don't want to let him pull his sword out.
You're gonna try
I'm
to
gonna
grab
try to. Yeah, I'm like, give me Daisy. I'm gonna just
I
try
get
to
straight
punch
check.
him.
Man, his horse.
That's
When we
10.
shot him, we get a
10 to punch him.
Okay. You are managing to hold the blade in your
Okay, I'm
stomach.
just gonna roll to punch him.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I swear.
That's a bounty.
You got a natural 20
That's a
to punch
natural
him in
20
the
to
face. Alright, how much damage would that be?
Nice.
So it's 1 plus strength, so 3, so 6.
So 6 points of damage as you deck him in the nose.
Punch him again.
He's not expecting it. Imagine you just stab someone.
He
and
is
turn around and
resistant
punch
to
him.
it because.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no way. Technically, you're a magical construct. So technically, you could argue your fists are magical weapons. So I'm going to say that it's not a resistance.
The
He's
second
technically a magical weapon.
Second punch is 4.
Okay.
Pity.
The second punch will miss, but you crack him right in the nose, and you guys like see his nose just go like. As you just deck him right in the face.
Terrifying.
Rex.
That was almost me.
It's terrifying for him.
He is going to.
This is when he realizes he's gonna die.
He's going to respond by trying to slash across your face with his claws.
Understandable.
Can we intervene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just watching.
26 to hit.
That'll hit.
Johan's trying to run
None of
over.
us have a stake.
Don't
Okay,
need
check.
s-
That is 6
You
points of
don't-
slashing damage.
I technically
I have a
how
long
many
steel
choppers do I
stake
have? I
made
have
of
enough
silver.
sets for everyone.
silver.
As he
I have-
slashes across your
My
face
sword.
with his claw.
I have
He's then going to try and pull the sword out from you.
I'm gonna keep trying to hold on.
At
Make a
this
strength
point, can I see that he's trying to keep the sword in him, and can I run up and help him hold the sword in his body?
19 total.
That's gonna beat him by 1. I got an 18. You're like barely going to you're gonna run over and try and grab the blade on the other side of Calvin. Like, so
I'm gonna run up and just kind of like assist just a little bit.
Punch him again.
Johan's gonna run over.
9.
Okay. 16. Actually,
This
both
sword
miss.
sooner than I thought.
Both
He'd
of
be
those
behind
are
you,
miss.
but I'm gonna.
Unfortunately.
Yo. I'm gonna try to hit him.
Are we
You
entering
want
combat?
to
What?
We have to roll initiative, so it's just straight.
With my sword.
You're in the front.
I'm run back.
Yeah. So Johan, you can go ahead and run up.
We can
Okay,
have
I'm
a
running
final
up.
encounter.
Okay.
Yeah, the sword.
We can use
The sword's worth it.
Getting the sword.
Oh my gosh. So one hit is a 25. The other is a 19.
Okay. Both of those will hit.
Oh, baby!
divine departure. This guy.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna use both.
We
Like,
thought he was surprising us, and we just turned him around.
Cracked in the nose. Swords being held. You get the pop twice more. It's like whoa.
and then he's gonna get divine smote. Like,
My anger overcame my surprise.
He like jumps and he's like, "This is gonna be a great horror scare." One turns around, starts kicking him.
Get him while he's down. Get him while he's down.
Insults.
oh my gosh. Wait, no.
Talk about his bad
Okay.
teeth hygiene.
Divine smite.
So we're gonna. I'm just gonna do both at the same time, just to emphasize. Okay, so I need a D10.
Tell him we can tell his dentist is British.
I need 2D.
That's good.
2D10s. So these are my base attacks. There's a 10 and a 12, and then now
You have a dagger.
if I want to do two. If I just do 2 level 1s, that'll be
That's fine. That's fine.
fine. So I'm gonna just do 2 level 1s. So
Alright,
I
step
need
in here too.
what?
That throwy.
It's like
I should have branding smite.
That's
Assist.
3. That's 3d8s, right? Per? Per?
I'm terrible with the paladin stuff.
Divine smite.
Is he still standing there with the sword?
Yeah. Well, he's attacking
2d8
right
for
now.
first.
So Johan.
So 2d8 per level.
Yeah.
What?
Or sorry, 2d8 for first level, then 1d8 for each higher.
Johan steps up
So
and in a
48.
I'm gonna do
across
two-
the
I'm gonna-
shoulder
I'm gonna-
back.
I'm gonna do 2 second level. So 3 each, because I want to kill this guy.
Yeah. So stepping up, the first slash cuts across his shoulder. Second slash comes back, kind of from like an upper right down to the left.
Plenty.
From the right to the left slash
Yeah,
across. his
we're gonna see what we do here, because I'm using.
While he's doing this, instead of holding onto it, I realize that if he just like pulls out really hard, I'm gonna get my hands slashed in half. I just mage hand. I just like.
I got it. Okay. So I had a 12 and a 10, so a 22,
I'd rather mage hand. Take things than me.
30, 37,
And then I can.
True.
39.
I can 1-2 this boy.
39, 47, 14, another 4. Let me do this again. I want to make sure I'm doing this right. So 10, 12 plus
Calculator for the math.
8 plus 2
Math in the head is hard.
plus 8 plus
It's a
7
mad rockulator.
plus 7. I deal 50 damage
So we're just over here pulling out
Between the two
abacus.
hits.
Okay.
between the two.
Okay. First one, you're slashing down across the shoulder. You step back behind him and get a slash from the top right down to his left across his back, opening him up. He screams in pain. He's going to use a legendary action, and you watch as his arm and the blade all become like mist as he pulls it through you. He's going to turn and take a strike with the blade at you. You notice that as he swings towards you, this energy almost seems to activate on the blade with this streak of blood, like gushes out along the blade as he slashes. and this crescent of blade or crescent of blood kind of moves off with his strike at you.
I'm probably
as
gonna
he's
go
hitting
down
you.
here, but
That's fine. We'll get you back
Dude,
up.
for 50 damage?
worth it.
That is going to be on the first strike attempt. That is a 14 to hit.
Does not hit.
So you'll manage to block that off to the side. He then brings up for a second strike,
Parry and
which
more
will
recalls.
be a 21 to hit.
That does hit. All right. I'll
Wee ball.
Meet Daisy.
What's your dexterity?
it's a 0.
What's your AC?
Okay, so you're going to take 14 points of slashing damage,
Only?
and then
Oh.
5 points of necrotic.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
He goes,
It's just down to 20. All right.
As he slashes you,
He realizes he made a mistake.
What your max is.
46.
he is then going to kind of wave his hand, and as he does, he's just going to disappear.
I have a sword out.
I cast counter spell that I somehow now have. No, I'm
A counterspell, your counterspell.
I should have cut his.
I was going to.
I should have cut his arms off him.
Aurora just kind of like starts like, because he's gone now. Aurora kind of like starts like
I thought
like
about
throwing a fit
I was
as
like-
she's like about to snap an arrow and try to drive it into his heart.
Yeah, everyone else is like ready to up. Like,
She was like kind of like.
She's
I don't.
ready to
I have
go.
a feeling it wouldn't have worked, but I would have wanted to try it. I would have wanted to use my 19 roll and just plunge an arrow, a wooden arrow into his heart.
Interesting.
I forget I have saved rolls.
Okay.
Dang it, dude! That totally would have.
Alright, it is.
We
From where you guys
It's
are,
funny, two things. Oh, 20.
where you want to move.
I have 58 health. How is my armor?
Well, he's gone. Who needs healing?
I'm the only one that really got hurt.
You're the only one who's been like taking damage.
I'm
Wait,
sorry.
how did
We
it-
have
You're
to
probably
make
gonna
a
impale.
Are you
Oh,
okay?
Right.
I'm fine.
Yeah, he's just walking
Are you
off.
sure?
It's
Yeah.
just like oil leaking
I'm
out.
fine.
Right, no,
I'm
he's-
alright.
Just a little bit.
Let's go.
I have like a hammer and like a plate, just like just a sheet of
Every
metal.
time he steps, ow, ow, ow.
Minecraft
Do
anyways.
you need healing from me?
I would not refuse
Mechanical
healing.
failure. Lung.
I'm not prideful.
Cure wounds. I cure wounds you.
Robo lung puncture.
D8.
Just one.
D8.
Plus your
First
clerical.
level. Yep. Plus the.
1 is fine.
Not level, it's spellcasting modifier.
3,
Plus your wisdom modifier.
4, 5.
So 5.
Oh, just 5.
Yep.
5. 25. A little under half.
What's swinging into
Okay.
Do I remember? But I don't. It's been a couple weeks. Do I remember? Can I remember the path to where we ran into the golem from here?
From here, yes.
Okay.
It is pretty much you would go north, take the second
have-
north exit,
I use
and then go up from there. And that's where it first came around the corner at you.
Okay.
You guys can actually start to hear it now from where you are.
Are we doing the splitting up stealth team going and try to grab it?
Let's try to do that.
Yeah.
I can
Okay.
be with stealth team because I do have the, or I can just summon in something right now and have that going with you to grab the skull.
Do that.
Yeah.
Deal. Without anyone even saying anything, I rip out.
It's going to be the giant elk.
If it's the
Yeah.
elk, I'm gonna be so happy. Big money, big money. Oh, that
7.
might be the elk.
That might be. That's the elk or the dire wolf, if I remember.
Dire wolf.
Dire wolf.
He has paws. He can bite it. That'll be fine. I pull out a big old dire wolf. He pops up.
Yeah, the big old dire wolf is very easy to
Well,
sleep
is
with.
Allura going to go with us, or is it just me and you and the dire wolf?
I mean, technically, you could ride the dire wolf.
I guess I can go with you guys.
I forget she's
Okay.
here. You're very quiet. I'm sorry. Don't even know you're
So you
there.
got took all
I
the
just
time.
don't want to
Okay.
know what it is that is going to come after me.
Same, actually. I'm not really scared of much these days.
I've noticed.
I've got an 18 for stealth.
Okay, 18
What
for
are people
stealth.
not stealthing doing?
What's your
Standing
base?
here.
I think we're
Waiting
just
for us to yell
Well, I have
for
advantage,
backup, I
so
guess.
Understandable.
Because
With
with it before, it's
What did
going
the
to focus
dire
on
wolf
What's
me.
that
get for
your
stealth?
Oh,
17.
great.
And Fasella, please roll
26, you
needed
said?
unless you roll a 1.
23.
And she
What
has
did you get?
advantage.
23.
Okay.
11 stealth.
For
Roll
stealth.
yourself, okay.
Do you remember the advantage?
This is with advantage.
As you two and the direwolf begin to creep forward, the direwolf is noticeably louder than you guys, having only gotten an 11.
It's
you two are
Yeah.
something more.
You think it'd be the other
You guys
way.
move up, you get around the corner, and you two are kind of like hugging the edges, and you see the golem kind of turn and go. Or kind of like, you can hear it turn, shuffle, and go, scanning. That's a big dog.
That's a big dog.
As it begins moving towards it, it goes.
Sneak
Feel
past.
free to command.
It moves over towards the dog, swings its fist up, and goes. Turbinate, pupper. Swings its arm down at your level.
Can it like try to dodge that?
No.
Unless I roll a 20.
Let's say roll
It dodges it if it happens to have been missed.
Okay.
That's a 25 to hit.
Oh, it's gonna get 1
Nah, it doesn't hit. Nah, no, what are you talking about? No, it obviously hits. It does have a decent amount of damage. It's on par with who has the lowest amount of health in the group.
Aurora has 35.
It has more health than Aurora.
Wow.
Yep. By a little bit, but
Just
it's
a
still
little
more.
37, but
How much health does Masala have?
46.
It takes 40 points of slashing damage
oh man.
as it is decapitated from one swing
Well,
of
there goes that
this
pen.
axe arm.
The head pops off and it just like mists away. If you are riding it, you are no longer riding it.
So this thing is standing like right next to you guys. It brings this axe up and goes, problem solved. Turns around and starts walking back towards the skull. As it kind of stands there and then it sits there for a second just looking at the skull and then goes, patrol mode activated. Turns to the right and starts walking. Turns up north and then turns out as you guys can hear it moving west.
Meanwhile, back at Calvin. Oh, I think someone
How
died.
far am I from the skull?
You are about. You guys are about 20 feet from the skull right now.
Oh, I just suddenly heard
You guys are about 20 feet from the skull.
I'm running the dragon skull.
You just sprint at it. Alright, you sprint over, you reach in and you grab the skull.
Yep.
I need to make a constitution saving throw for you.
Oh boy, baby. Oh no!
16.
Oh.
Okay.
I forgot that's one of my actual.
A 16.
That's fine.
In that case, you'll avoid the major curse effect,
Okay, good.
but you will still take damage.
Dang it. As someone who very much so wants to get cursed, I want to grab one of those things.
I know, that's what I was like. You want to grab these?
I do want to grab one, yes.
You are going to take 19 points of necrotic damage.
Wow!
In the process of pulling it out. But you avoid the worst effects of what the curse could have been.
The best case scenario?
43.
It's animation in there. It's magic, right?
Yeah.
If Bear is magic, it wouldn't go in. Yeah.
No.
So you managed to pull that out.
No matter what, we have to
Okay.
grab them.
And I'm going to try to smash it.
Punt it on the ground.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to punt it on the ground first.
Okay, go ahead.
Go!
Acrobatic, athletic,
Strength check.
strength, 8.
You punt it on the ground. It just kind of hits
It's
into
the soft dirt.
the soft dirt and just kind of rolls.
I look at Masala. I didn't think that through.
You hear somewhat faintly through the maze. Perimeter breached. Defense.
Hide.
Running, run!
No!
How'd you get?
Or you could shot
A
the
1. What did you try and do?
Hide?
Hide.
Oh my god.
You like stand behind.
You have advantage, honey!
though.
You have advantage!
So you like turn and you stand behind the pillar that the skull was on, which goes like up to your waist.
And she just stands behind him.
Well,
What
she
did
has
you get?
She has advantage.
Oh.
She rolled a 1, but she has advantage from the.
What did you roll a second time?
14
Plus-
That's better.
plus my stuff.
It's
Which is
fine.
9.
So the skull is just sitting on the
She's
ground.
fine.
Pyro, hides
Behind-
behind the pillar. It's on the ground in front. And Marcella, you just like plant yourself up into the hedge as much as possible.
The
As
Homer
this thing
Simpson.
comes back in. As it walks in, it looks right at you and goes, priority target 1 found. Cairo. Capture / disable. Made. Ball. It's gonna start running towards you.
I'm gonna, as it's running, I'm gonna stick one of my pound bags of black powder into the skull. Light it, chuck it.
As it's charging at you. Okay.
Pulls out the box, old reliable.
It's worked before.
Is that an attack roll?
Yeah.
Okay, so 10.
Okay. 10. You throw it. It lands.
I mean, it's still lit.
It lands short, so it doesn't hit it, but it lands short and then explodes as it steps towards it.
We're gonna
Yes,
hear
you
this.
are going to be caught in this blast
We-
radius because it is charging at you. So.
We're gonna hear
We
this.
hear an explosion.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely. Everyone does.
That's
so
kind of
real
our, I think that's our cue.
Yeah.
How much gunpowder did you?
Just a pound, so
Okay, so-
that'd be. I think we
That'd
agreed.
be a big boom.
Was it D10 or 2D10 per pound?
I think it's.
Plus,
I think we
there's the
said it's
shrapnel
2D.
of the skull. So.
Yeah, I think we said it would be 2d10 per pound.
Okay.
I think
that's
Okay.
our cue.
So that's going to be 14 points of damage. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Aurora starts running.
we didn't tell him to explode
That's a
anything,
20.
so I think it's a
Okay.
safe
So
assumption
you
to.
get a natural 20?
Yeah.
Okay, you managed to avoid the damage entirely.
What
So
the heck?
it explodes, the skull is destroyed,
You
does
like
a little bit of damage to the
backflip out of
golem.
the way.
As the golem runs through the explosion and is going to swing out, as you watch its arm axe extend out long as it swings towards you.
He is behind a pillar.
That is going to be a 19 to hit.
Well, no. The other thing died because it reset
that's
the ground
right.
skull.
It died because it touched
Yeah,
the skull.
yeah.
Not
I'm
because
gonna cast shield.
Right, you cast shield as it slams into the pillar and into you. It like slides you along the ground as it like breaks the pillar as you cast shield and block it from damaging you. As it everyone else, you hear the explosion go off.
Yeah, we're running.
We're already
We're
running.
We start running, and as we're running,
We're a decent ways, right?
just a little bit, not terribly far.
I'm gonna yell at Marcella, run!
I pull out another
That skull
animal.
is definitely destroyed though.
And I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself and run. Run back to the party.
I throw out another animal, and it just so happened to be the great giant elk. So we have an elk running with us as well.
Okay.
So yeah, it charges me, it swipes me, shield, I cast invisibility, and I'm running.
Retreat. We're getting out of here.
The skull's gone though. That's nice.
Yep.
2 out of 6.
I'm hoping that the golem's not gonna follow us.
Okay.
That's what I'm banking on.
You guys like turn the corner right as you hear them yell retreat. The golem looks at where you just got and goes, "What the fetch?"
I'm running. I'm invisible, but
Just tramples over someone in the process.
It turns.
Yes, sir.
It turns and goes, "Initiate scanning for magic."
Oh no.
As it kind of begins to like turn, and it turns and it notices Johan, who just turned the corner with the other group, and goes, "Oh, hello there, victims."
I say run because I can still speak when invisible and not break my nose. But I'm saying run, go, go.
It like turns over its head and goes, "I can hear him, but where?"
So I guess we
Run away?
run. Yeah.
Run.
I'm super
Forward.
close to you. So
Who's not very fast? How many people can my elk carry?
It's huge.
It's a giant elk.
In here, not much. It's legitimately pretty much wedged in the hedge.
it
because
actually
it's
might be
fat.
away.
These are 10 foot wide paths.
You could probably use it to distract it.
Yeah.
Under the elk.
Yeah, you can run under the elk. It's that big.
Yeah.
So yes, do we just leave the elk? Do we? At this point, he's gonna.
Yeah.
We're leaving.
I pat him on the butt. Good luck, Waffles.
Wait. So I say,
I hold him by the tail.
I look at. Wait, I say, because I'm with you, right? Cairo, where are you?
Here.
Put gunpowder on the. I said, I put gunpowder.
I don't know
on
that
the,
much. No.
Okay, that's fine.
Anyway,
Very
as you guys are doing this, the golem's gonna start charging towards Johan.
Alright, deal. I let
It
go.
Run away.
And it's going to take a swing at him.
Oh boy,
I
come
let go
on.
of the elk and swat its tail and tell it to
That is a dirty 20.
Oh. He's getting the worst of it.
Dude, you just
The
get
axe
hit
on
because
its arm has slid down, so it's around like the wrist area instead of being extended out. It's gonna take the swing when it's about 10 feet away from you. So or it's about 5 feet away. Takes the swing. Hit.
Well, I'm
That
saying,
is
but
going to
run.
be.
He was running.
I was trying to.
But we were able to outrun it before.
Yeah.
That is 22 points of slashing damage.
I'm still awake.
But this thing is just gonna keep
Barely.
following us.
The
Kill it.
Maybe.
the giant elk is going to charge attack.
this thing.
It's going to swing with its second attack from its other arm that also has an axe on it.
I'm probably gonna
This
take
thing
it
could
down.
kill us all if we try to stay.
Yeah,
that's
that's-
28 to hit.
Yeah, we can't
wouldn't-
fight this thing.
We wouldn't survive.
I
The
can't fight this thing.
The only people who would survive.
You're gonna
would
take
be
an
the ones who-
additional. Actually, an additional 22
Well, I'm
points
down.
of slashing damage.
No, I'm
You're
down.
again.
Okay,
And
Again.
it slams you with two heavy axes.
my elk is gonna charge at him.
Or have the elk.
I was brought down to 2, and then the second attack.
Oh, we can't carry him because
I
he's.
can't.
Oh, okay.
What I be?
I'm yelling at everyone to run, and I'm gonna grab Johan. Try to fire him and carry him.
Mouse gonna try
It's not
to
an attack,
charge.
it's not a spell, so it doesn't break my invisibility.
But you
11.
also got a floppy
11?
man
Yeah.
on your shoulder, kind
Yeah.
of indicates
Okay.
where you are.
It like charges into this golem and it like grabs the antlers as it's like pushed back a little bit, but it keeps it from being able to do any
That's
damage.
exactly what I'm thinking
But
right now.
It's holding the elk by the antlers.
Grab you! Someone grab Johan! Let's get out of here, man!
I'm grabbing him.
I assist with that. I run up with Kyra. Oh, I start running. I can't see it.
12.
I start running
You
up
guys
to
have the
him.
option of you can either run north, and then cut east. You can go back south the way you guys came. Which direction are you guys gonna run?
Back to the mansion?
Back to the mansion. Let's go, mate. I'm
Back to the mansion, actually. Yeah, that's our only safe zone.
I'm gonna run up and administer.
Make a history check with disadvantage as you guys are running.
Yeah, it's fair.
I'm gonna run up and administer my only health potion that I have to Johan, which is I don't know a medium health potion.
12.
What was it? Was it a medium?
Regular?
Well, I don't.
I think
whatever
I gave you
potions-
regular.
regular health potion. I'm gonna run up and you're going to heal 4 damage, 4 health.
Plus 2.
More health.
I go up and just put the
So
bottle in your
The
mouth and
dice
start
plus 2.
plus 2. It's 6. I put the bottle in your mouth and I start heaving you up and it just gets easier because he's there.
What did you get on that
12.
check? A 12, okay. You're actually going to get turned around as you guys are running back. Instead of, as you guys got to that point where you had the option of either going, when you had chosen to go north instead of going south, and then you're actually going to run past your exit and go south. And as you turn in and start running, you guys don't hear the golem back behind you, but you definitely do feel that your elk is dead. It died like 6 seconds after you guys started running.
Well, he did a good job.
But survive the next attack.
Those 6 seconds is what we needed.
That's all we needed is
Yeah.
6 seconds.
Where you guys run to?
We run directly into the next one.
No, that's
That's literally what I was just
I
thinking was
know.
gonna happen.
Well,
So
then-
as you run down south and then turn west, you find yourself in this junction where you can either turn left or you can turn south or turn north. And the moment you look north, you realize that you've accidentally run to where another skull is.
Yep.
We
So
could
if you guys
freeze.
had taken that southern path, you would have gone to another.
Do we see the guardian?
There doesn't seem to be one
Perception.
here, but there is a large, like a gigantic bird nest in the corner.
Ah,
All right, Mace. I'm just gonna grab it and let's do it.
I'm
Any-
still invisible. I can
Aurora
try.
gets grabbed again.
Any opposing?
Aurora will do a perception check.
I'm still invisible. I can try to just run up and grab it real quick while I'm still invisible.
But you might get cursed, mate.
and you could get
That's
killed.
the chance I'm willing to make.
You do not see the owl currently around.
So am I awake again?
Yes.
Yeah. We
Okay,
lift you
I'm
up
at
here.
6 health.
All right, Karo, you can wherever you are, you can pick
I'm
the thing
already running towards it.
Yeah, he's gone.
Right, you're gonna grab the skull.
Yeah. That's a 17 Constitution check.
Okay. Same kind of a situation. You avoid the major curse. That is going to be 12 points of necrotic.
We're speedrunning this.
Well, my concentration breaks, so
Yeah,
I'm
we're-
now
pull that
visible.
out.
We're gonna already be halfway
I'm
done.
now visible. My
It's fine.
concentration drops
It's
after that
fine.
damage.
We just gotta keep moving.
Yeah.
You said it was 12? Okay.
Aurora looks to the party and says, "Hey guys, you know about my thing with birds, specifically glances towards nest owls.
Ah, yes,
Um,
we
Let's
are.
get that.
Hey.
Let's go.
So if I see this thing, I'm going to faint."
How does it feel to be the one going to sleep for once?
The owl sitting behind him. Well, that would be really inconvenient.
So is anyone here like able to like, hypothetically, make me not scared of this thing?
Yes, but it takes a spell slot that I only have one left of.
I can give
Let's
you
just find out now.
heroism.
Hey, just close your eyes, mate.
I'll give you high five. Heroism. That'll do.
I
give you hair.
I
That'll
cast
do it.
heroin.
No. What does heroism do?
Hey,
Potion and give it to
It
Johan.
gives
I have
temporary
one.
hit
Yeah.
points,
Yeah.
and then.
I mean, how long did the
immune
owl
to
Johan.
that.
It's up to a minute.
Yoshino hands you a greater health potion.
I say before you guys high five. Dude,
I might use it.
do we want to do that right here, right now? I say we wait until the bird. I like my hands in between your guys' hands.
So
Wait a second. Wait, stop!
you are just feel powerful. And like,
Do you actually cast it on me, or did?
Well, yeah, that's how he
I was going to do it.
Yeah.
You have it, and now I have.
You wasted a spell slot. Congratulations.
On the pirate.
You owe me.
I do.
I'm feeling suddenly brave.
The stupidity
Well,
of braveness.
For 1 minute, you, a willing creature you touch the beat of Bravia until the end spell ends is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your spell casting ability modifier at the start of each of its turn.
I wasn't not willing, but I wasn't like planning on it.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know how long
You'd
this
still be
seems going to
close
last, but I say we don't put it to no use. I just hoof it back. I don't know, just the direction.
Okay.
Okay, I'll wait. I guess.
Let's just
Sorry.
keep moving.
I'm so sorry.
As this is going on, you hear at the one entrance to this spot where the skull is. You're still holding the skull.
Yep.
You can see this vampire is standing there. It looks like his wounds have all healed.
Oh,
And he is standing there with the sword drawn, looking at you and goes, "Now this is truly unfortunate."
Am I like just right up next to him at this
Yeah.
point?
He's just gonna grab you
Wait,
and then just ram his sword into you.
what about your heroism?
This man is a one-trick pony.
Terrified, immediately. It wore off.
Vampires, though.
It wore off right.
It wore off right there. I got hit with so much adrenaline, it just went away.
That is going to be an 18 to hit you.
Oh my god.
What's your wisdom modifier?
That hits, sadly. Dang it.
Plus
Ooh,
Okay.
one has a lot
So
of
you also
dice.
have 2 temporary hit points.
Yeah, you have 2 temporary hit points as well.
That is 22 points of damage.
Hold
Dang!
on, wait, what's my
So 20.
dexterity?
Can
I
I
can't-
cast a spell upon
By the way,
him?
I can't fight this guy again.
I can't. I'm all
No
You
one
can.
can. We need to run.
By the way, that's 10 points of slashing damage. The rest
Well,
is necrotic.
I can probably.
See.
Yoshiko's just gonna, oh my gosh, I'm sick of you, and clap her hands together and summon an earth elemental right next to this man. 2 can play at this game, fetcher!
In the words of Charlie Brown, I got a rock.
I have.
I am the rock.
So this thing will kind of like crawl out of the ground covered in
Where
crystals.
is it?
pop out and attempt to attack
This
man.
might be a chance.
Made of
to
rooty
do-
dirt.
Oh.
It stands up.
So this is resistant to piercing and slashing damage.
Yoshiko, I love the thought,
And
but
it can
like,
take 2 attacks.
What level spell is this?
And it is going. Let's see here.
oh,
I'm so sorry. Give
You-
me 1 second.
you should have cast that like 2 seconds earlier.
He wasn't there a second ago,
Oh.
so can I
Oh.
give the roll to my Earth Elemental?
The what?
No.
Entropy.
Rude.
Let's say it has to be used on your character.
Okay. So he's gonna attack
That
twice.
probably wouldn't work. Don't wanna waste a spell.
Okay, 1.
Command.
Is the loneliest number.
It could
What
work.
is this?
He would just need to beat a wisdom saving
So
throw.
there's an 18 and a 19.
That's it.
Okay. The 18
Yeah.
will
Might be immune to charm.
just barely hit, so that is his AC.
Might
The
be, I
19
don't
will
know.
hit as well.
Okay.
But yeah, it's up to
So
you.
that's
If you
The spell has no effect if the target is undead.
2d10s plus 8
I remember there's something that makes it not.
plus the spell's level. So that's a 7 plus 4 is 12. 16 points of damage.
Okay, 16 points of damage. As it just punches him, it just like whoosh, decks him, causing him to stumble back as his chest is crushed in by this elemental. Is that from both attacks total?
Yep, both attacks.
Same
total.
as the second punch comes in.
It would.
Nice.
It
It's a
is
vampire. Silver.
his turn.
Yeah. In fact, this is what they're made for.
Very much sick of this vampire.
When he hit me earlier, wouldn't he have taken? I guess it doesn't matter anymore.
He didn't hit you.
He hit
wait.
me.
That's right.
Yeah, he hit
Yeah.
me.
You're thinking Angel. Angel hit you.
If he had come up and tapped you on the shoulder,
Stop it!
Just static shock.
one damage.
Okay.
One damage.
Alright. As the elemental hits this vampire, who calls himself Maltog twice, stumbling him back, he is going to bring his blade up, and you guys are going to auto initiative.
Oh, why can't we just run past this thing?
Because we're in a fight. Gosh,
Darn it! Did you get a 1?
I want to use my. No, we're gonna use my.
Oh.
This is bullcrap.
It's just a roll of 10. It's just plus 2, right?
You rolled a 20.
I rolled a 10. I just rolled a 10. So I got a 10 on a d20.
Oh, yeah.
So then I have 2.
Yeah, and you have
So yeah, I have
dexterity.
12.
Natural 20.
Very nice.
Alright, so anyone higher than a 20?
I mean, technically 23.
Okay, so 15 to 19.
15.
18.
Okay.
It's nice to go second for once instead of dead last.
Yeah.
Alright, and then 10 to 14.
You're just exhausted from being
14.
knocked out already.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And everyone else.
12.
Johan?
It's a 1.
Oh, dang, Bob.
Dude,
Yes.
luck is not on your side today.
No, I mean this is.
This is a bad day for Johan.
And I
So
thought
I keep rolling really low on Alora's. She's been second to last twice now.
I thought I did a good job hitting this guy last time.
You've been taking
You did.
damage for us, and we've really needed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, you see, the issue is that vampires have natural healing regenerative factors. And so he
Yep.
ran away and let himself heal, and then came back.
We need to cut his head. See, we need to be able to try to pin him down and then cut his head off.
Cairo, you're up first.
Yep.
Okay.
I was like, I'm sick of you. I'm pulling out my revolver, and Indiana jumps like, come on, just
Just
Bow!
like die.
Just.
I don't want to deal with this.
Go to
right
sleep,
now.
go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, because you're like bang with hammer.
Yep.
Just
So,
like blow his freaking head off.
You're also holding the
23,
skull in your hand. Just so you know.
19, 11, 14.
I'm gonna try. I don't even.
Does a 14 hit?
Yes. Okay, no.
Okay.
14 does not hit.
14
So
hits this
yeah,
thing?
19 and 23 are the only ones that
What?
hit.
Okay.
Ah,
You
so
rolled a base
easy.
19.
Its AC is 18. We figured that out from the last.
Yeah.
Its AC is 18. Strongly noted. Thank you.
It was 14 AC for this
Hiding
guy.
my lucky die. I'm either winning or dying trying today.
24 points of damage, piercing damage.
With my luck, this may be the
From the other shot?
guy.
That's all damage combined.
Okay.
It is
I
counts
can't,
as
I
magical.
can't die right now.
This is my pistol that's enhanced.
Okay.
This is where we needed that
23
key on
points.
death. That
Hmm?
thing, you know,
24?
Yeah, we do. but
Yeah.
It's not perfect.
At you. Koosh, koosh. Fire shots off. You see them thump, thump into him and pass through him as he grunts in pain as they strike. He is then going to charge forward. The closest. Let's see. Okay.
Would the golem get an attack of opportunity by elemental, I should say?
One sec. So he's charging at your golem. So no.
Okay.
Okay. So he is going to step forward towards your golem. Look over and notice that you're the caster.
That's unfortunate.
And he is going to cast a spell at you.
Yay! Ah!
Or actually, no. He will just Misty Step to you.
You're within range now.
With his ability. So he will just use an ability to Misty Step to you. Teleporting behind you, he's then going to bring his blade down two-handed towards your back. 24 to hit.
I think shield might catch that. Hold on. How much does shield add? +5?
Oh, I swear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dang it. He just hits me.
Okay.
So I'll just let that hit.
Well,
You're just gonna let this happen?
Okay, so 9 normal slashing damage. And then 12 necrotic.
Never played a
Okay, so
fighter.
21.
Yeah, so 21 total damage.
And what kind of save do I have to make on the concentration?
It's just a concentration check, so you'll just roll a constitution. But you can use intelligence on that because you're a suit slayer.
Okay, and what do I have to make?
So you, in the case of taking 21 damage, you have to beat 11.
Okay, I will use my 14s. Wait. Yes, I'm going to use my 14 to maintain concentration on that, so that's just together.
Okay.
And
So you managed to maintain your concentration. He is then going to make a second attack on you with the sword.
That's okay.
That one is only a 13 to hit though.
Miss!
So that will miss. As you're able to turn and block it with your spear. It is Meow.
Is meow? It's a cat?
It is Meow.
It is
My
meow.
turn.
It is meow.
Your turn. Yes, you should go.
Yay! You're within striking distance.
Stab him in the freaking
So
face.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to pull out my chopsticks. And I'm gonna try to stab this man. I have more. I have enough for everyone.
Okay. The weakness of all vampires.
So I have a couple of different.
Chopsticks. That's why you never hear about vampires and
In China.
Bang.
Oh, bang! Yes, that
No,
is
the closest thing they have is
23
the-
to hit.
I 23 to hit as you jab him in the chest with chopsticks, paralyzing him.
What does it
Are you
paralyze?
serious?
She stabbed him in the chest with chopsticks.
It's a-
Due to the rules that we have established, that chopsticks are mini stakes. Yes, he is paralyzed.
Cut his head off. Cut his head off. Kill him.
Oh,
Whoever's turn it is.
I got you.
Cut his head off!
I got you.
Okay.
baby, I
I'll
got
be
you.
honest, I forgot you had chopsticks.
And that's like another. And that's another bounty.
Okay. I get to make a
You're
second
steaming
attack.
right now.
Sorry.
I do get to make a second attack, so I'm gonna pull out another pair of chopsticks because I have 8 of them.
You're gonna start with the same pair of chopsticks. First off, the damage from this one.
Okay.
Better
well,
safe than
it would be a
sorry.
D4.
Yeah, it's 1d4 plus your proficiency.
Cut his head off. Cut his
Do
head
I have a
Or
proficiency?
it'd be plus your intelligence for damage.
No.
1d4
Do we
plus
kill,
your
if we kill
intelligence
this thing,
because.
do we just like
7.
So 7 total points of damage as she stabs him with chopsticks. They're not magical.
but we just
though,
show
they does
everyone
take
the head.
Okay.
And,
And then I would like to make a second attack with the second pair of this
You
point.
need to bind like 5
And I'm
chopsticks
gonna
with
cast-
a razor.
You have advantage in this
Mouth and
attack
punch
because
the back.
it's paralyzed.
Okay. And I want to add the
Well,
wrathful
let's kill him
smite
first.
to this. Would I be able to add that? Or is that a bonus action?
You would have to use a bonus action to cast that on
Oh.
him.
Which I already used.
Yeah.
Okay. Add a sword. Nope, it's a 12. No, wait.
Remember
Advantage. Dirty 20.
That is going to hit, and because he's paralyzed, it is an automatic crit.
Oh,
baby!
wait, are we gonna kill this guy before he gets to the mansion?
So
Possible.
it's
We could.
It's 1d4 plus, so it's going to be
4.
10 plus a d6 plus a d4 plus your proficiency or plus your intelligence.
I do have
A
it.
d6
What
plus
is
I just need to cut it
Yeah, because you max all the
Nice.
dice.
No, I'll be last. Whoever's next, cut us out.
Okay.
Yes.
6 points of damage plus my intelligence.
Yeah.
So 10 points of damage.
It's-
in
okay.
the dice roll.
If
So
it's a hit, it's an auto crit.
10 from that plus
It's
the
paralyzed.
10 maximum. So that's 20 points of damage as you stab him with a radiant arrow
I
chopsticks.
Also added a soul to that. Sorry, so now
Yeah.
2d6.
Well, that d6
That was
is
the
the
6 we were
yeah.
talking about. Okay.
Okay,
I
so
can do it since 5th level.
yeah, so it's 20 points of damage as she smites him with chopsticks. Soul food fueled anger
Cheer
here.
on. Yeah!
Although this is a new meaning to soul food.
Nice.
Anyway, she stabs him for 20 points of damage with chopsticks. Okay.
We've established. So sick of undead.
Speaking of undead,
Okay. It is now Calvin's turn.
I can do this for undead.
How he has a sword.
Mm-hmm.
How heavy is this sword?
You don't know.
He is paralyzed. We could just take it.
It's probably not as.
Oh, he's paralyzed.
Yes, he's paralyzed.
Yeah, he's got 2 sets of chopsticks lodged in his chest.
He can't do anything.
As a bonus action and movement speed, can I run up and pry the?
You can make a strength check to try.
I put my lucky dice away because I didn't want to use it, but I want to
We
use
can get we can get really dark and just what he's paralyzed, but he can feel everything.
it. Just shanking
Just
him.
kind of,
Okay, so that doesn't work. 4, I think it's 5, 6, 7.
Alright, as you grab the sword and try and pull it out, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
you
well,
guy, man.
we're not gonna use the lucky dice for this one, but
That's what I think it is.
7.
You're gonna get your curse again.
Okay.
7.
So you take the sword, and then the person that, this vampire Maltog, the body that he was possessing, turns back into a normal person and collapses because he has 4 chopsticks in his chest and he's dead. You are now possessed by the vampire, and you are now the vampire.
Oh, dang it. Let it go as play.
So now, Calvin, where you were is this vampire as he's taken over your body, and he goes, "I feel dirty."
But this is someone
So,
with the will.
so
This is
to
someone.
clarify, I can still see through my body. and
Yeah.
but he's just in
He's
control.
in control of your body.
Well, you
Yes.
should feel dirty, mate. You don't want to know what I've been through.
This is him.
Can-
we have to kill you,
That might be the best one.
Calvin.
I'm sorry, Calvin.
Or we just have to take
Gosh.
We just have to.
the
Well,
sword. But
If
then
we just
whoever
knock the
takes
sword out of his hand,
I have
we might
a
be able
bag
to
of
just
tricks.
Okay.
disable that.
what can we do here?
This did not.
This
go,
was-
This
this-
is not as planned.
This was not going well.
This is not going well.
He's
It
going to
was.
turn the blade on himself,
Oh, you.
and he's going to plunge it through your chest.
Oh, hey, what are you doing?
And because you can't save against it, it's an automatic hit.
Yeah, no, that's fine, I guess.
We're just.
turn his next.
Johan's the only one that's like, Calvin!
I didn't really push it. Is it Aurora?
Oh, wait.
Is it Aurora's turn next?
Calvin's gonna die.
You're going to take 45 points of damage.
Okay, so I'm down.
Pearl.
Yeah, that is definitely.
Judas Priest, man.
That's his catchphrase.
2. It's
Oh.
Oh no!
Okay.
I'm just gonna set that over here and start packing up my stuff.
Yeah, so as you are impaled by yourself, he wrenches it around in your gut.
Oh my gosh.
It's pretty dark.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty bad.
Yeah, I sorely effed up this one. I do the whole like fall to my knees.
Your
and-
kleptomania's just screwed us again.
In my defense, I was gonna just take his sword and then kill him with the
Yeah.
sword.
You now have a massive like.
Oh, it's
Basically,
a sword.
he stabs in, cuts down, brings it up, turns it, and cuts it down like this. You have a massive X scar on your chest.
You're Luffy.
And-
Shut up. This is my dream right
Pretty
here.
much, yes. It's pretty much that. Your chest is like peeled open.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you're dead right now.
Okay, yeah, no, I assume.
So
That makes bad sense.
I'm going to say that because of how bad that rolled, you were just flat out dead.
So I get a soul from that?
Yes. And then the figure that was, because that had the sword before, the sword is going to fly out of your hand and go back into the hand of that person, and it's going to retake the form of the vampire but paralyzed.
I don't think I
Well,
want
mate,
this sword anymore.
it was a great run.
Calvin!
Stay awake. Stay
I
awake,
do
buddy.
the whole like, what is this? What do they should do? And
It's okay, we have a revivify, and then you die.
I do the. I pass out. I guess I am dead.
Yeah. So the lingering wound that you would have basically had at that point is extreme permanent damage to your organs.
Which, yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, no, I understand. That.
Lord.
You have a massive scar across your chest. You can be revived, but you're dead.
For the rest of this, I will step out.
The reason for that is because he's in control of your body. He chose to fail the death saves.
Understandably,
So-
I get it.
Well, once they cast Revivify on you, you'll be back at the table.
Yeah. I'll just hang it over.
Give Aurora a turn.
It's pretty morbid.
All right, so let me.
Speaking of which,
First TPK of the game, guys.
Marcella, you're up.
So,
TPK
so I can understand this. So Calvin's dead.
Second TPK of the game, guys.
So Calvin's.
Second, yeah.
Second death. Yeah. My TPK.
Total party kill.
Yeah, sorry, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was thinking teammate.
We've been fine.
Okay. So Calvin's dead. The vampire is back in the original paralyzed body. Also careful TOS.
But he's
So-
still paralyzed.
So he's still paralyzed.
Oh, so we're fine.
So hold on.
Are we?
So we do not want to turn undead because we don't want to cast a spirit. Because we want him to stay in there, so we just lop his head off.
Yeah, just kill him.
Just kill him.
Yeah. So Aurora will take.
Well, will it kill him or will it? Because it's apparently
It's
his.
in the sword.
It's the sword that's the
We
problem.
just gotta get rid of the.
So I will say, note this. He has a minute before you can no longer cast Revivify on him.
Yeah, which is 10 rounds.
Yeah. Okay. We have. All right. So we have. Okay. Noted.
Or just starts kicking the vampire.
There's like starts kicking Calvin. I was like, hey.
Just.
He can't feel it. He's dead.
Well, either way, because technically the host body's already dead.
It's paralyzed right now.
Yes.
But the host body's
is
dead.
Yeah.
Because when
When
it took it off, it was already dead because he's got 5 chopsticks in his heart.
So yeah, the blade.
We have to get rid of.
So let me understand this really well.
So
We have to get rid of a blade.
Here, hold on. All right. So.
do.
hold
But
on. Hey.
sorry, go ahead.
Oh my gosh. So we have.
There's a lot.
So the sword is what's keeping him alive.
Maybe.
I think so.
No, no. I mean, there's no possible way for us to get the sword right now.
We
Are
can't.
we out of combat initiative right now?
Technically, no.
No.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my rapier. I'm gonna cut his out. It's an auto
While he's
crit.
paralyzed, you're still technically in combat with him.
So
But he's paralyzed. He can't do anything. Because I want to cast Identify on the sword.
that's.
I don't have the spell slots to just do it, so I have to take 10 minutes.
Yeah, you definitely don't have the time to do that right now.
He's paralyzed.
Well, I mean, you could start doing it, but
All right. So how long is he paralyzed for?
Until we take out the stakes.
well, technically every X amount of time I'm gonna have him make a save against it, but
How can you make it? All right. So here's what we're gonna do. So Aurora is going to take. So she's gonna take her rapier and she's going to try to cut off the head of the vampire. Technically, his AC.
Actually, no, he is.
Yeah,
he is just paralyzed until the snake is removed. So
Yeah.
We have
currently
time.
He's just paralyzed there.
So
So-
we're out of combat. But as soon as someone strikes and he moves, then
It's as
If
long
someone
as
removes a
As
chopstick,
long as the stakes are still in his
So we
heart,
still need
which
to-
are 4 of them at this point.
we still need to do this very quickly because another guardian could come. So
Good.
Yes.
whatever we're gonna do, we gotta
we're
do
still right next to the owl.
yes. So what we need to do.
now. I guess my question is, do the skulls have anything to do with this? Sorry.
Hold on.
Go
So
ahead.
I have my rapier. Technically, is AC kind of out the window if he can't move?
No.
No.
You just have advantage on your attack rolls.
Okay.
And
Well,
any
then I'm,
melee hits or crits.
all right. Well,
As
then
long
I'm.
as you're within 5 feet.
Okay. So I'm gonna use my 19. So I have to use my 19. So I'm gonna use my 19 attack and I'm gonna cut his head off with my rapier.
Okay, you're gonna hit him with a word.
Yes.
With your
So it's
rapier.
19 base.
Right, it'll be a crit. Go ahead and roll damage.
I'm gonna start casting Identify on the sword. Start it. Not ritual, so it's only gonna take a minute. That's still enough.
So a crit for a 1d8 rapier is what?
A crit.
Is that just 2d8?
It's
8 plus
8
D8.
plus your roll.
8 plus
I don't know what does it. So.
11, 12, 13 on a crit. Sucks. Yeah, 13.
Yeah, 13 points
So
damage.
rapier.
You're used
Slash.
to our D10 damage.
Yeah. Well, also this is the first time I've ever hit something with my rapier. I never use my rapier.
Okay.
They're better piercing weapons than
Okay.
cutting weapons.
You
I'm a
slash.
stealth guy.
It doesn't do too deep, but it does leave a cut across the neck. You notice there's no blood pouring out because
He's dead.
He's a vampire.
the body's dead. Yeah.
Oh, so my 19's gone and it didn't kill him. Okay.
It did damage.
It helped. It's gonna help.
Trash.
Alright, who's up next? Who wants to hit him?
I'll do it. I'll try.
I'm just casting
I'll give
Identify.
because I got 2 attacks,
Okay.
both with advantage. If I don't kill him with this, like,
You're
How many
awful.
spell slots?
Just
Yeah,
make
I
sure
know.
that you don't move him.
Do
where
we
his-
want to kill the body if we don't know the effects of the sword?
well, this is my question, and well, actually, this is Desi's question: is will destroying the skulls be what kills him ultimately?
It's possible. That's I
Yeah,
want
I
to
could have
cast.
swore that's what he said last session, is that we had to defeat the skulls to be able to beat him.
Or at least we had to
I-
defeat the skulls to get out of there.
Yes.
Out of
Oh,
here.
that's what it was.
But
So that's. Do we want to risk killing the body and having something happen with the sword without knowing what the sword is?
I mean, we can identify and
I'm
figure out what
casting
this.
it.
Go. We can take time. We have some time, right?
Guardian.
Not
Yeah,
really.
It's going to take me a minute
Guardian.
to cast it.
Yeah.
We
I'm
have a
also
minute
reviving.
for.
In my next turn, I have to revive. Does anyone else here have Revivify? Oh no!
You're the
Oh, wow,
cleric.
alright,
You're
that's
the
cool.
cleric. Your role
Alright.
is healing.
So if we're gonna do it,
Well, yeah, my next turn. Yeah.
well,
For,
are we out of combat?
No.
No, we're still in.
Well, kind of, but technically.
Can I do a Revivify on him right now?
Yeah.
What do I have to do for that again?
Because yeah,
So because this is his first time being revivified,
It's 70%.
you guys have a. Oh yeah, that's on that. Nice. You guys have effectively like a 99% chance of success. It really can't fail, pretty much. So you just need to roll a
D100.
D100, and as long as you don't get like
One.
a 1, you're gonna succeed. Every time after that, though, it is going to become 10% harder for them to come back. If you roll a 1, I'll be eternally pissed.
It's not possible. Oh, it is possible.
It is possible.
Anything's possible.
the 0 and 1. 58.
He lives.
Yay!
So you revivify me back? Yeah.
You're alive.
You're back.
Oh, yeah.
So also like he's like still basically alive.
Yeah, and it's at this point when you wake up you realize the worst tragedy. Your coat is ruined. Your wonderful coat.
I told you.
Oh, come on, man!
Wait, hold on. Is he healed fully or is he just alive?
He's just
He's
alive.
just alive at 1.
Yeah,
But
no.
also like doesn't he have like crazy exhaustion effects?
Oh, I'm probably definitely feeling it.
No.
Don't have lasting internal damage. Oh,
Revivify. They repaired it.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
you died. He brought you back to life. You're functioning alive.
functioning.
Yeah.
I just have a
You
should have a
feel
massive
oddly
X
sober.
across your chest.
And I look at it
That's
down and say,
signed from
now you owe me.
that's signed XOXO vampire.
Oh gosh.
Oh man, he even
That's
did a
a-
little
that's a
heart in the
bad
O's.
Don't touch the sword.
Ready for
Yes.
Zorro'd me.
Oh, he Zorro'd me, man.
Yeah, no, deal. I'm not touching that thing again.
Right. If you want, yeah, I guess you could spend the time to cast Identify on the sword.
Yep.
We have time.
Okay.
He's on the ground, right?
Alright.
He's
Well,
paralyzed.
yeah.
10
I
minutes of
know.
this vampire being extremely frustrated and stuck paralyzed.
I
screaming
come up.
internally.
I come up to
I
this
learn
thing.
its properties and how to use them, whether it requires
Yeah.
attunement, how many charges it has.
So
and
this,
any
petty.
spells.
so these are the details of the sword and how it works. So the sword is called Bloodbane. It is a mythical rarity item, and it requires attunement. The longsword's double-edged white blade has 3 fullers that run its length and is veined with a webbing of crimson, like blood. The mithril crossguard has the design of a bat's wings, stretching from a handle made of bone wrapped in red leather, capped with a mithril pommel, embedded with a white diamond that contains a small heart in a sphere of blood at its center that appears to beat once every 10 seconds. It is a long sword, so it is a D8, D10 versatile with the finesse so it's able to be a finesse weapon for whoever uses it, so they can use dex or strength. And then when you land a critical hit, the attack deals an extra 1 die of damage that is necrotic damage and ignores resistances and immunities to necrotic.
Okay.
And then while attuned, you are immune to disease and the charmed and frightened conditions.
Jeez.
You gain resistance to necrotic. And then the sword has 3 charges that you can expend, and each charge that you expend will allow you to make a ranged weapon attack on a target of up to 60 feet away as the blade sends a bladed crescent of magical blood at the target.
Black Talon.
The attack deals necrotic damage instead of
It's an
slashing,
enemy
ignores resistances and immunities to necrotic damage. And then while attuned to the blade, your maximum health total cannot be reduced by effects that would reduce your maximum health total, such as like undead drain life.
Yeah.
And then while attuned to any holy water that you touch
I'm
or is
waiting
in a
for the big
container
bite.
that you touch will be destroyed when you touch it. So if you touch any holy water or any container that contains it, it destroys that holy water while you're attuned to it.
There's a butt.
And then here's the buts.
Yeah.
While attuned to it, your flaw is amplified in a way that I decide. And then the blade houses the trapped soul of every vampire it has ever killed, giving it an intense bloodlust. It must be fed blood once every 12 hours, or it will attempt to take control of its wielder. The wielder must make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw when it both attunes and every 12 hours, or fall under the sword's control and become an NPC under my control named Maltog the Vampire until the sword is killed and drank the blood of a creature. And then if the wielder rolls a critical success when they are attuning, they overcome the vampire's influence for the duration of time that they're attuned to the weapon.
That is like.
That's a big butt.
We need that, but
Yeah.
I stand over this guy after just dying and
Can we
being.
throw it?
It is a vampire hunter's wet dream.
Can we
I-
throw it in the bag? No one touch it yet.
Well, you still have to kill him so that he's not attuned.
Well, yeah.
No.
We have to kill him. So we do. So if we kill him, the sword's just a sword.
Wait, no one kill him just yet.
Until you attune to it.
I take my bottle of holy water, uncork it, I stand over him and just drip.
Are you gonna waterboard this guy with holy
No, they're
water?
burned with holy water. I'm just
Oh.
dripping it on his forehead and his eyes and his mouth. I'm just torturing this guy.
Slowly waterboarding this vampire with holy water.
Just one little drop at a time.
I'm gonna hand Calvin the teapot full of holy tea
I
that I have
cork the
prepared.
thing.
Yeah, let's.
Just
You guys notice that the giant owl's like sitting on the heads watching, like really concerned. He's like, I know what my job's supposed to be, but I don't want to do it.
I cut a little bit of cloth.
We're torturing him.
Honestly, like any guardian that sees us doing this to their leader wouldn't probably want to mess with us right now.
I
Like,
cut
he
a-
actually might be in the clear.
Which is funny because if any one of them did mess with us, we'd probably lose.
Yeah.
So
I cut
At
a
least the golem
At
could
least-
probably kill all
At least
of
the
you.
golem could kill us all.
I cut a strip of cloth off
The
my
golem is
already
like
broken
seeing
thing.
things.
You're gonna waterboard him.
I put my piece of
We're
cloth
on
over his
You're
face.
literally just start
I
waterboarding
start holy waterboarding him.
Yeah.
Ooh, how does that feel, little man? How does it feel?
for you!
No,
realize you can hear the screaming from like his inability to actually move his vocal cords. You can still hear the screaming in pain as his face is burning away. As
Take out my hunting trap and arm it, and just
put it on his head.
Yeah, drop it on his head and just pour holy water over the wall.
Johan, who's the lawful good paladin, is oddly okay with all
He
this.
gives me a kettle of the stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you pour the pot and the bottle you had on his face. You guys have seen that it's burned to the point where it's just his skull. It's burned all his skin away. He's still unfortunately alive.
Can I kill him now? I need the head.
He would have taken around like 30-ish points of.
I take out just a short sword, and last one, and he just slowly just push it into his torso, and just leave it. Okay. I back away.
Calvin had some grudges.
To be heard, so.
Whew. All right, do your thing now, mate.
You've had your fun?
I did, yeah.
The heroism thing.
Yeah,
that he
I
did
really
really.
did that.
It's almost. Yeah, it's almost like.
I know.
Are you addicted to
Are
heroism
you
now?
not sure are you sure you didn't accidentally cast terrorism?
And we timestamp that.
Yeah,
That's fine.
That's fine. People say worse than terrorism.
Yeah. Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna.
Dude, I'm gonna need a minute.
I feel like the waterboarding him with holy water is kind of worse.
Remember 14.
It ain't more crimes the first time.
So
Technically, there
14.
is no Geneva Convention in D&D.
So I have an unnatural 20
Okay.
and a 22. To hit. Cut his head off. Where's my?
Both of those will hit. Both of them are automatic crits.
Can I give you my sword? Can you kill him with one of my swords?
Because
Too late.
you have a spell. Do you have spell slots?
I think so.
I'm just saying, because you can add the divine smite.
I have-
the additional
I can use
guarantee damage, but
Yeah, I'll do it.
Just for funsies, let's see how much damage we can do. I'm guessing 67 damage for you.
between the two attacks.
Very specific number. We're gonna do
I'm gonna
two
guess
divine
8
smite, two level 1 divine smites then with
Okay.
crit. Choose.
Two level 1 divine smites?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
that's 4d8 there.
So your weapon is going to be. So the damage from this is
So
a D10 plus a D8 from the smite.
2d8. Oh yeah. Well,
yeah, plus 2d8.
so
So it's a D10 plus 2d8
yeah.
for each of these, and so your guaranteed damage for the crit is
So it's
26 per. So the first one's 26 plus whatever you roll. Second one's 26 plus whatever you roll, and your strength bonus.
That's 58.
Yeah. So you're starting at a minimum of 58.
Beautiful.
Okay. I think he died.
Remember, DMs, if you're running vampire encounters, be afraid of chopsticks. If you roll them as many stakes like I do, because it's funny.
5, 8. 9, 18 plus. I need the calculator again.
Oh, also I forgot to mention, if you get a 1 when you attune to it, the sword just takes control of you completely.
And you
58, so 5, 8.
So whoever has this, we should probably tie down before we let them attune, and then ascertain they're not crazy.
Were there any requirements for attunement?
It's just time.
Okay.
You have to
But
spend
it's
time.
not like paladin and fighter.
Nope.
Okay.
What was your guess again, Simon?
67.
It was 72.
Mine was 80.
98.
89.
Oh!
89 damage.
89. And that's including the 58.
Do it nice and slow, Johan. I want him to feel this one.
I want a nice clean cut, baby.
What's unfortunate is that he's still alive.
What the
Wow.
As you run him through twice with these holy fires, with your sort of flaming from holy fire.
I have 5 more bottles of holy water.
His
and
body
I'm
is
gonna pass them
still-
over.
He's still alive.
Go ahead, cut his head off, please.
I have 5 5 bottles of
There are
holy
5 bottles of
You're
water.
just gonna break 5 bottles of holy water over his head?
I need his. We need his head intact so we can
I'm
get the
aware.
bounty.
I'm gonna.
Do it in his cup.
I'm gonna.
So just kill him.
Did you slice his neck or his body?
I'm just trying to cut his head off, man.
Okay, so I'll uncork 2 bottles at a time and just like
Okay,
across.
you know what? I'll actually say if you did that much damage trying to specifically cut his head off.
Yeah.
For the sake of time, because you guys are just.
I was gonna
keep
say,
killing
We're gonna
him,
just
right?
keep doing
Just cut
this
his
until he
head off,
dies.
So you decapitated him and he is dead.
Okay. So save your 5
The sword
bottles.
falls, ting ting, just hits the ground.
How does it feel to be dead now,
He can't hear you.
Hey, let me have this one.
All right.
To be fair, he did die.
And all you guys can, you also can hear very subtly and quietly around the blade a heartbeat. It's very quiet, but you can hear the heartbeat from the little heart that's in
It's
the
almost
palm.
like I can.
Do you not like that?
Hey guys,
Can you open the bag of holding?
just a thought before we put that in there.
Yes.
What if we, I don't know, get a little goofy here? What if we take a sword and just smash it through the blood vial?
That might ruin the sword, then we don't get a cool sword.
It may just become a sword.
I don't think.
Or it
So-
might attack our sword, or it might get unleashed and like.
So
kill
as
us
you guys
again.
It's magic. So
Kill
it's
him.
probably reinforced.
So you find out that when the vampire said you guys needed to collect all the skulls and break them in order to be able to leave this place, he was being full of shiz that they're all just cursed and were meant to make you take damage as you tried to deal with them. That they don't do anything.
Does the skull I have just disappear?
Yeah, it just dissolves.
It's like
As
No, Mr. Stark.
as the area around you dissolves, changing from an area around a manor and from being a hedge maze to you guys just standing in a clearing of forest that is surrounded by dense fog outside of the clearing.
Did we get out?
Is the
And there is a rune circle off ahead of you guys. And
back where we
you hear in your heads, all of you, new masters of the realm.
hey, touch it.
Yes, yes.
So the
Oh,
realm
magic
just changed
voice.
into what you guys would want it to be.
what?
So it has now changed into a network of area where you guys can like travel between these rune circles and just fast travel. So this is now a fast travel matrix that you guys can use to travel at a fraction of the time to different places around.
Can we also, since this is a realm that we create,
Can we make like a base?
Can I make
So-
a tavern down there with infinite booze? Sorry,
can we? Oh my god! So is it possible for us to mold like what we want this to also? So it doesn't. It's not just a fixed realm. Can we just continue? Like if I wanted it to be a soccer field, could I make it a? No, hold, wait.
So you
I-
guys,
just
you
have an
guys
example.
Where
could
are we going?
Right.
bring stuff in and start building it into what you want. It to be, you could build a like permanent base in here if you wanted. Here's the catch about this place: with it still being a section, a small subsection of the Nightmare Realm, when you do come in here, there is still a small chance that you'll have to fight some kind of a horror or something that will like break through or manifest.
Give me better
So
armor.
it is still possible, but you guys could create like a temporary base or something, or a permanent base that you guys can come to. Here's how this works though with the rune circles. So as far as locations around, there is kind of the following areas. Let me.
I have an idea once he's done with this. Or can I just say it right now? But technically,
This full screen.
could we cleanse this area? We could like sanctify it where nothing.
Theoretically.
It might be a
The answer is no,
Okay.
because it's a subsection. It's a minor
Basically,
realm or a sub-realm inside of the Nightmare
Theoretically,
Realm.
it would just take a
It's
lot
basically
of work that we don't have the time
Well,
or the money to do.
The reason
Or
it's not
power.
possible is because it's still part of the nightmare realm. The area itself manifests and creates those things.
What if we do hallowed ground?
Technically, we could probably cast something that would protect us. from
Hallowed
falling.
ground, which
Okay,
takes
so
a year to cast in the same spot.
What I'm trying to point out
He's
is
trying to.
this. So there is the portal that you guys used up here. There's one circle in about this area. There is a rune circle near Mistwatch. There is a rune circle near about here.
Oh my gosh.
There is one near Lycanmore. What? There is one over here towards Southgate. There is one over here by Oakwick. There is one up here by Lorewatch. And there is also one up here by Peterborough.
That's nice.
There's also one in Dawn's Rest.
So
In Dawn's
Yes.
Rest.
So
There
at
is a rune
will.
circle in Dawn's Rest.
We can just travel wherever we want.
Oh, this is gonna be getting my map thing so easy.
The
Also, there is Galvin, just so you're aware. You notice that in this area you're sitting in, there is a small stand, like a pedestal, and it has a particular, like round piece of black metal that looks like one of the pieces that you needed.
Oh, dying was so much worth it. And I pick the piece up and I take out the little piece that I had prior, and I assume they just like magnetized.
Yeah, it basically like sticks like a magnet, and then you see it fuse together. And this was an in-between piece for the other pieces you had, so you have 3 pieces bound together.
I have 3 pieces?
Yeah, because you had one before you got the map.
one before you started.
Yeah.
Before the campaign started.
Oh, you're right. I did have one. Yeah.
This is cool.
So all 3 of the pieces.
Yeah, it looks like you have like the top half of a wand in your hand.
Oh. Whoa.
Who's crazy now, mate? So it's actually working.
It's still
You're
you.
still crazy.
Yeah, you're still crazy.
It's 100%.
I don't want to hear it from you guys.
So
Maybe I died
the way
today. Let me
this
have
place
this one.
works is it allows you to travel to those locations in a fraction of the time. You can effectively be like, okay, we're going to choose this location to go to. You can envision it, and then it will give you a road that you can walk on towards where that specific circle is located in this subrealm. And it'll take a fraction of the days that it would normally take. So, like, for example, if you were to try and travel from where you are right now to Southgate, it would take 3 days.
Wow.
That's nice.
How long would that take without the runes?
That'd be like 3 weeks
Holy
from where we're at. At
Yeah, we're on the
least.
other side of the
Yeah, we're on the
continent.
At least 3 weeks. It's like a month.
Hey, quick question for you.
It would literally take 30 days to travel that
Something
without that.
That's freaking crazy.
This is
What the
this is
heck?
very helpful.
Wait, so what if we wanted? What if we wanted to like go from, like, let's say we're at Dawn's Rest. What's the closest city? What's the closest room from Dawn's Rest?
Peterborough? Or this one?
There's one in Dawn's Rest.
I know
Yeah,
this one's
there's
in
one.
Dunrest, but the
So
one
let's say we're in
closest.
Dawn's Rest.
Either this one that you guys are in or Peterborough's.
So from here, from Dawn's Rest to Peterborough, how long would that
A
take?
day.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
So the other thing to know is that your blood key, you have to keep it recharged to be able to go in. So when you go in and then out, you have to then refill it
With
with
blood?
vampire blood.
Vampire blood.
Ooh, that's
Well,
that's a good catch.
So just we kill a couple vampires.
Collect their blood.
Each collect their blood in vials.
We're also gonna have to find a
Oh
way.
no, there's still a vampire corpse on the ground right next to you. So
Collect it in your bottles.
Wait,
I got
question.
this.
Question: how do we protect the blood?
Keep it in a bottle.
Keep
Yeah,
it
Oh, you
rot.
mean
like?
magic. Forget the logic of it.
Oh, it's,
it's
uh,
magic blood.
we're-
Prestidigitation or something? Would it technically obey those laws?
No one asked you.
No one asked the peanut gallery.
where's Daisy?
You knocked the camera, man.
I know.
You're
That's so
worse.
bad he broke
You
the
look
fourth
over
wall.
and there's like a stable that Daisy's just sitting at, and you notice she's like eating out of this bucket. You walk over and it's just a bucket of nuts and bolts that she's eating.
Ow, you don't have a mouth.
Okay.
It's just like magnetized to its mouth.
The vampire decided that you're an animal abuser and decided to feed Daisy.
Your cart's like your guys' cart is sitting next to the slot as well.
He was kind of nice. We should have gotten to know that man.
Nah, he was an asshole.
You're right.
Timestamp.
Who cares?
You're right.
Nah, who cares?
Nah,
He's dead.
yeah, at this point, you're dead, man.
And that's a 500 gold head.
Technically, that's
All
2
right.
hits now.
And with that, we're going to go ahead and end for the night.
That was very
I
productive.
pointed over here.
That was very productive.
Have a good night, ladies and gents.
You
like and subscribe and.